Yo, what's going on? Hey, it's your boy, Mr. Young.
And it's Forward in the building. How are you, Mr. Young?
I'm doing great. Unfortunately, I hear that my boy Foreign is not doing so great. Knock on wood. But yeah, I hope it's not the C+. I hope it's just like a mild cold because of the weather, huh?
Man, CV is like 4 years ago, bro. Like, I hope that's not the case. I mean, I hope if it's the case, it's a new strain lah. Because come on lah, if you go back to the new old strain, so shag, man.
What? At least get a variant. Is that your mindset?
At least get something new, right?
Okay, like a Sylvie variant or a little Loki joke right there. But anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Let me shout out to some of the people in chat right now. Make John Mouse, good to see you. Jason's good to see you as well. As you know, we sort of gathered together once again here on this Tuesday afternoon to talk about wrestling. So much to talk about. A little bit later on the show, we are going to chat with the one and only. Yeah, I can't do it lah. Only he can do it.
Yes, of course. I mean, Statement is like a multiple time appearance in our podcast at this point.
And but it's always a fun experience and interview.
Oh yeah. I mean, most of the time he's either hungover or he just came from a party, but which makes for a really fun interview. But I must say,
he is the very definition of living his gimmick. You know, wrestlers being larger than life, partying hard. Yep. He's the Ric Flair of Singapore. Woo! Only he's not woo. He's Ia.
I get it. I mean, of course, it will be very exciting because this Friday, SPW is holding their anniversary show, Viva La Lucha, featuring former WWE superstar Kalisto, aka Samuray Del Sol.
That's right, and we're going to chat with him. Also, we'll run down the card of Viva La Lucha in just a little while. We actually talked to him on Sunday lah. Just so you guys know. If you're wondering, why is he doing hungover on a Tuesday? No, it was actually a Sunday. He partied hard on Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, we wanted to like come on live still and talk to our fans, talk to our listeners, talk to our AEW fans who are hopefully in this chat because they're going to be reviewing Full Gear. You know, Mr. Young is always a great reviewer when it comes to AEW.
Okay, here's the thing. And first and foremost, right, I want to give a shout out to all our Patreons. If you notice at the bottom, the scroller is broken. For whatever reason, the scroller decided, today, off day, today. Bro, the scroller got COVID lah.
Ayo, the scroller, no, it was gonna be a Full Gear review. He's like, fuck it, it's all good.
He's like, I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. So yeah, big shout out to all our Patreons, wonderful people like Saleh, like Doc, like The Shadow, Div Royalty. Always great to have you there as well. Irvin, Rishi, thank you. Did I miss out anybody? I think there's,
of course. Our biggest Hall of Famer, Lavin as well.
Oh, I said The Shadow already lah.
Oh, The Shadow. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Anyway, not that I'm losing touch of who are our patrons, but you guys are very important for us because you guys keep the likes on. You see, my likes are on.
Yes.
Because of the Patreon.
Yes.
And of course, you want to reward them, right? Because as you know, Mr. Young, this is actually our second last episode of the season.
That's right.
The season just flew by. 34 episodes next week. 35 will be our season finale, bro.
Just like that, right? So fast, right? And I just realized also how crazy I think our lives play into this as well. But Survivor Series, bro.
Yeah.
We have Survivor Series upcoming.
Survivor Series is actually, if I'm not wrong, it's this Sunday as well, right?
I forgot, bro. I thought it was next Sunday. I literally haven't even looked at Survivor. So we are going to preview Survivor Series as well.
Okay, so Mac John Mouse, you can still stay in the chat because you're going to talk about So apparently on Raw, they have really hinted, they dropped a very huge hint who's the fifth member going to be. But of course, they won't announce it until the show itself. So yeah, fine. We'll run through Survivor Series as well.
I saw it on social media, right? It's like Cody saying something, it's an old friend, I'll give him a call. So it could literally be anybody lah. Let's be real, old friend could be Randy Orton, which is the heavily rumored guy. Of course, it could very well be CM Punk as well.
I don't remember CM Punk being friends with Cody Rhodes, but I mean,
they can make some shit up. They can always make shit up.
I'm sure. But you know what? Either way, it's gonna be a banger. And of course, War Games. It's always awesome, right?
Hey, why don't we just jump into it since we're talking about Survivor Series right now? Let's just very quickly jump into it because it's top of mind, right?
Yeah, sure.
This is upcoming on Sunday morning.
Rain is falling, yeah.
Gunther versus The Miz.
I see. I mean, one of the most least anticipated IC matches in a while.
Hey, don't so bad. I've always said that Miz is highly underrated as a performer. I think he brings so much to the table. He's really one of those guys. You give him whatever, he'll do his best. Even if it sucks balls. Like, remember that WrestleMania, he was in the crowd shooting water with John Morrison?
Oh my god, that was terrible. Yeah, that was terrible.
But at least he does it with enthusiasm. He doesn't complain about it on social media. Oh my god, I had to do something shit. You know, like you just have to respect a guy like that. Like you talk about company man. He's a company man.
Yeah, he truly is a company man. And of course, like, you know, for me, I've always found him as an unnatural babyface. It's very hard to switch, you know, to cheer for him in that way. But one thing I must give credit for, you know, like you said about the Miz, I think he can insert himself and what's the word? Like apply himself fully to whatever role. So yeah.
He's a great utility player, and every company needs a utility player. You can have your stars, yes. You can have your job guys, yes. And you have your utility player. I mean, in a way, he's kind of there to make Gunther look good. Let's be real. He's not winning the IC title here, is he?
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, a selfish part of me wish this was Gunther versus Gable 3.
Oh,
this was even Bronson Reed. You know what I mean? Like, there are a lot of challenges that we can make a case for. But again, she's in this spot. So
isn't that a great thing though? That actually there are several people who are in line. It makes this whole scene very healthy, doesn't it? And then isn't it crazy that Gable and Otis went from, I don't know, like, it is so weird, right? They've gone from complete joke to like a ha funny, we kind of love him joke with Akira Tozawa and of course the Maxine Dupree. I'm like, okay, it's kind of work is growing. It's stupid, but it's fun.
Yeah, you know, I'm on the Twitter machine concurrently, right?
Of course,
I literally just saw Cody posted a tweet. You know what he says?
What do you say?
Master and apprentice. Oh,
Master and apprentice. Wait, was Randy ever his mentor?
Bro, Legacy, bro.
Legacy.
He was, okay, that was probably around the time we weren't watching WWE,
bro.
But yeah, they were literally in a faction together fighting against DX.
Giveaways, yeah. What if, bro?
Yeah,
is Ted DiBiase Jr.
I think he will be coming in from prison, lah, bro.
Oh, is he in jail for?
No, he kena fraud case with his father. What? Remember, like a embezzlement.
Everybody's got a price. But apparently not enough. So Gunther the Miz. Look, it's going to be Gunther chopping the shit out of the Miz, and Miz is going to bring all that baby face. I can do it, but I can't fall. You know, I'm going to fall short because Gunther is such a monster sort of a match. I don't hate it, but you're right. It's not the match we really, really wanted to see, but I think it serves its purpose.
Yeah, but of course, I think the fun or interesting little smidgen, the wrinkle in this angle is the fact that there has been some dissension teased within Imperium. You know, apparently we've seen Gunther favoring Giovanni Vinci more.
Giovanni Vinci.
Giovanni Vinci more than Ludwig Kaiser. And I
bro, you're saying it wrong. You have to do it Samantha Irvin style.
Okay, go for it.
Kaiser. I don't know how she came out with that. Kaiser. Like, what? Why? Like, I don't know. But don't you think it's funny, right? Giovanni Vinci is in NXT. He was the guy doing the I'm a model, I'm very handsome.
Yeah, I remember this.
And then now it's Ludwig Kaiser doing that role in the main roster. What's up with that?
We're just waiting for Gunther to do that role as well. That would be perfect.
Bro, Scully. Oh, no. If this were Vince McMahon running the show, they would be the models. They would all be like, European models. Gunther, the European model. Like,
No, we are so glad that's not the case. So there will be a very interesting wrinkle in this match. Is there going to be more dissension teased? Is there going to be a turn? Because, you know, Kaiser has been getting some cheers. People are liking him as a singles wrestler. So that will be interesting to look out for in this match.
I mean, like you talk about how he's getting cheers and stuff like that, right? Like Kaiser versus Gunther would be just a great turn for him. You know what I mean?
Indeed. And of course, the whole point of a faction to me is always you need to build stars within the faction, you know?
Yeah.
You got to elevate. It can't just be the Gunther show. You got to see some personality from Kaiser, from Vinci, and eventually people will start to love them and support them as well.
Imperium Model Agency IMA, I love it. Make that happen. See, here's the thing though. IMA. Here's the problem though. Giovanni Vinci does seem like sort of the third wheel, like he doesn't stand out at all Whereas, yes, Ludwig Kaiser has been standing out. So cool. You got Gunther, who's already a star, right? You make the Ludwig Kaiser out of this whole program, and I think that works. But I still think that Imperium has ways to go. I like them as a dominant faction, you know?
Yeah, I want to see them at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Hopefully having an implosion in the match. I think that'd be fun.
Maybe.
Yeah,
All right. Rhea Ripley versus Zoe Stark for the Women's World Championship. Yeah, it's not. This is just like Gunther versus The Miz, right?
Talk about throwaway, bro.
Yeah, there's no way in hell Zoe Stark is picking up the victory here. Like, I get the whole vibe of like, she's intense, but there's something about her promo that just doesn't work for me.
Let's be honest. Have you seen her promo from last week with Rhea Ripley?
Yes, it's flat. There's no energy. It sounds fake. Whereas Rhea sounds natural. She's a natural, right? We talk about Rhea might just be the best worker right now, both male and female.
But I've heard, right, of course I don't follow NXT as much as you, but even in NXT, the biggest problem with Zoe Stark is her lack of personality, right?
She's always had a lack of personality. That's why when she got called up to the main roster, I'm like, huh? She ready, man? Like, in ring, she's okay. She's not horrible, but she's okay. But yeah, on the mic, it's like, oof. And, they brought her in with Trish Stratus to give the rub. Do you think that even worked at all?
No, it didn't work to any extent, in my opinion. Speaking of people who didn't get the rub and didn't capitalize on it, shouldn't you think that Shayna Baszler should be in this position? Because didn't she beat very convincingly, I might add, Ronda Rousey?
Yes.
So why is she not inserted in this position? Because we know at least Rhea got that respect from the fans.
Yeah.
And she does have a better promo than Zoe Stark. It would be more compelling match with Rhea Ripley, in my opinion.
You mean Shayna, Shayna, yeah.
Shayna, mate. Yeah.
And yes, she's better on the mic as well. So, I don't know, like Shayna is busy doing all this extracurricular fun stuff with the YouTube stuff. So maybe that has become her role and they don't see her doing anything. I don't know what it is. But yeah, she had like such a... And there was a point, remember the Rumble where she almost won and people were like cheering for her to win?
Yeah. I recall. No, she did win, Mr. Yang. What are you talking about?
Huh? I thought Charlotte won the Rumble.
No, she won the 2021 Rumble. Wait, was it 2021? Who won? No, she didn't win. Bianca won.
Correct. And
2022 it was Charlotte, right?
Yeah, you remember she got like massive cheer. Everybody thought she was going to win.
Yeah, I recall this. Okay, I get it. So that's the thing, right? A lot of missed opportunities there, right there.
Very weird. I don't know if maybe she don't care or maybe they just don't see her, see her up. Alamak, Jason says maybe Shayna wants to go to ROH. What, to be with her best friends, huh? Actually,
what a segue.
Most of them are there already, right? So, okay, just to address this real quickly, Ronda Rousey showed up on ROH. It's a one-time thing or what?
It is a one-time. I mean, clearly, Ronda is in her indie wrestler era. Yeah, she's been appearing in all these like LA promotion and stuff like that.
She just go there to hang out with her friends. Marina Shafir is there. Who's the other one? Marina Shafir, sorry. And
no, Jasmine Duke is not in any promotion right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Duke is not. It's just Shafir. But Shafir, of course, we all know that she's married to Roderick Strong, so they got a whole family there.
Remember her promo?
What did she say?
I forgot already.
It was a bad promo. I remember.
Talk about promo. Like, there's bad until... Okay, here's the thing. Would you rather someone promo like Marina Shafir? Like, it's so bad, you're like, what the hell is she saying? And you laugh.
Yeah.
Or Zoe Stark, who's just plain boring and unmemorable.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Would you rather be trash TV that you can't look away from, or just middling TV that is like a boring draw? Like, okay, nothing's happening.
Honestly, I would take Marina Shafir just because it's so bad that you can't, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need a reaction either way. So the worst thing you could do is make people be ambivalent towards you, and I think that's Zoe Stark's problem right now.
She's ambivalent. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Yeah. Even Ronda, as divisive as she is, she gets a reaction. She gets people talking about her. Even her appearing in this Revolver match, right? So it was like a tag team match between her, Shafir against Athena and Billy Starks, which is so basically that initial indie match, there was a rematch that happened on ROH TV. In the press scrum after Full Gear, one of the reporters asked Tony Khan up front, like, hey, is Ronda signed with AEW? So he said that she's not signed at this point in time. She did a one-off at the Pro Wrestling Revolver. We pitched to her, hey, it would make sense to have a rematch in Ring of Honor. And she just said, yeah. So it's like a handshake deal at this point in time.
I mean, look, I think the whole thing with Ronda is at this point too, she just wanted to show up because they were there and then she just wanted to do a one-off, you know. I don't think she's into that whole traveling around. She's made enough money. She's chilling right now. So I don't think she's going to be all elite anytime soon. And, well, I mean, to be fair, I also don't want to see her in, all elite AEW because, bro, they'll just book her into the ground.
Yeah, you know what's the best part about this review?
What?
We literally not talk about Zoe Starks anymore. We just went to another topic.
Oh, yeah. Because Zoe Starks is so like... Anyway, let's move on then. Okay, let's move on. Carlito versus Santos Escobar.
Yes. The memes have been flying all over social media about how everyone and their mother has been betraying Rey Mysterio.
Well, because Rey Mysterio is the eternal babyface. He's the eternal underdog. He's a smaller fella, He always fights from beneath. So, yeah. So now you got Carlito sticking up for Rey. Hopefully this is the way you push Santos. Honestly, Santos has to win here, right? And
of course.
This is how you get his two lackeys. What are the Joaquim Wild
and Cruz del Toro.
Okay, yeah, anyway, so Joaquim Wild, Cruz del Toro, that's where you get them to turn and then they say, screw the LWO, left Phantasma. Actually, no, man. I don't know. Maybe they just go heel as LWO. LWO is easier to remember.
It's just a weird thing, right? Okay, this is super insider, nerd wrestling trivia right here. I don't know whether you watched TNA in the early 2010s or mid 2000s.
Not really.
Joaquin Wild, back in TNA, was called Zima Ion, and he was an X Division champion.
Oh.
And he had the afro.
I can't picture that.
Yeah, so can you imagine there was a mini high-flying Carlito in TNA?
That's hilarious.
And how coincidental it is that he's in a faction now with the real Carlito.
Yeah, that's cute. But anyway, so the whole point of that this current feud is, right, only Santos is the one who has turned. Didn't he beat up one of his Del Fantasma guys? Or he threatened to beat up?
Yeah.
Love shit on SmackDown. So, I'm predicting that the other two will turn on Carlito and rejoin Santos. I don't know if Zelina Vega will. I think Zelina Vega is a bit valuable as a face right now.
My question is, if you're going to kick out Vega, does that mean you're going to bring the OG from Legado Del Fantasma in Elektra Lopez?
Maybe. What? I don't see her doing anything on NXT. Maybe she's back.
Yeah. So, you know what? One thing I miss about Legado is that awesome theme song, man. That theme song was a banger. You know what I'm talking about, right? Legado. Yeah, why not? Just bring it back. Clearly, this LWO was a tribute act. Let's be really honest.
Yeah.
And as fun as it was, to me, when you say Viva La Raza, I think of AJ's theme song.
Yeah.
So, this whole point was a ripoff. So, in my opinion, they tried to make a marketable Latino
sell
faction,
shirts.
Yeah. But you know what? That's not working, in my opinion.
You still have Rey, Carlito, and Vega. That's an LW. You can still sell the LW shirts. So there you go. Zayden says, in a weird way, both Santos and Dominic make sense now because Rey picks friends over family and Rey gets betrayed by family. Yes. You're right.
I love it. Yeah. Remember Batista was saying 2009, you're supposed to be my friend. So even Batista also felt like a family betrayed, bro.
Poor Rey, always making the poor choices. You see, 5 years down, Aaliyah betrays Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he chooses Zelina Vega over Aaliyah.
Boy. Okay,
you're like a daughter to me. Not you, Aaliyah. Zelina.
Let's talk about the War Games matches now. So not a lot have been I think this is pretty much it. I guess the War Games matches are going to be very long, which makes sense, right? They are very long because everyone has to be in before the match can even start.
They're going to be an hour match, bro. 2 hours settled already. Each match 1 hour. Then the last 1 hour is all the filler matches.
So, okay, I'm pretty sure that the first match will be the Women's War Games match. Yeah. Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch. Interesting, we got Charlotte and Becky teammates. You know their history, right?
Of course. And I kind of feel like it's like a Rock and Austin situation where they're always going to be tied together.
Right. They are facing off against Damage Control of Bayley, Asuka, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane. Is Dakota Kai still injured? That's why this is a 4-on-4?
Yes, she's still injured. So technically, it is the 3 Japanese women plus Bailey.
So there's no chance of them adding a fifth and making it 5v5 lah. So,
No,
because
no.
it doesn't make
It
sense.
seems like there's gonna be a 4v4 event.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Keep it a little bit simpler, right? I don't know, man. I feel like this is a case of they have to do a War Games match, so they just put the two feuding teams sort of together. It doesn't. We've talked about this, how like Elimination Chamber is an event and therefore they have to have Elimination Chamber matches, so they just put people in there. When this feud doesn't call for War Games, don't you think?
I mean, if you really want to be honest, the conflict that we're gonna have is not between the two teams. If you've seen SmackDown, they've been teasing a lot about the rest of Damage Control potentially ousting Bailey.
Yep, exactly. So this would, I guess, be the impetus. So the match, the structure itself is irrelevant. Honestly, I kind of wish this were a 4v4 traditional Survivor Series match. Well, I don't understand why they don't bring those back. I love those. Do you remember the dynamics of 5v3, 5v2, can the two come back? That kind of thing.
Of course, I loved it. I loved it as well.
Yeah. And it could lead to very interesting situations where it's like you got Charlotte and Becky versus all of Damage Control, right?
Yeah.
And then Bailey takes the loss because Asuka and Io or whatever turn or something. You could tell so many great stories as opposed to having everybody in there and it be a cluster F.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking to myself, like, I know they like to include War Games now as part of the stipulation, but imagine one main event is a War Games match, one main event is a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series match, because you don't want to lose that tradition, right?
Yeah, okay. I feel like they do these things because if the men have one, the women should have one. And I think we can move past that already.
Yeah, for sure.
I get that you can have 2 Royal Rumbles. That's fine, right? Because the concept is what it is. But in this case, I feel like this match doesn't call for it. And like, we've been saying a traditional 4v4 or 5v5 Survivor Series match would tell this story a lot better than War Games. And you know what's going to happen in War Games? They're going to bring out chairs and kendo stick and Io's going to jump off the cage. All that will distract from the story that's trying to be told here, that should be told here.
So I do hope, right? I know Triple H has been in charge for a while now. I hope he eventually goes back to where certain storylines happen and the stipulation happen because of the storyline, not create a storyline to lead to the match stipulation itself. You know what I mean?
Because it's baked into the title, Survivor Series War Games. And once again, like I said, the other thing, I feel like because they've already shown that, okay, we are very equal opportunity, now you don't need, if the men have this match, the women don't need to have the same match. You know what I mean? Like, get out of that mindset of, Elimination Chamber must be one girl's one and one guy's one. Like, my
favorite storyline has always been, right? Like, for example, you got 3 concurrent feuds happening in parallel, and then everyone's like fucking each other up.
Yeah.
And then people get so angry, and then the general manager say, you know what? Screw all of you, all 6 of you inside Hell in a Cell, Armageddon Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
They are doing it because the structure is there, because it's titled War Games, and because if the men do it, the women. It's a whole thing. Anyway. Shotzi has still been bleh to me. Bianca, we've talked about it ad nauseum. She's in need of a heel turn or character change, something. No, she has no edge. Charlotte is one of those like, I'm here, I'm a star. Also a bit stale, I feel.
Charlotte is stale. She's like become John Cena. She's just we all know her for her character and that's it, right?
Yeah. Becky, okay. Of all, I have to give Becky credit. She's trying to bring up all these girls. She did it in NXT with Valkyria, and now she's trying to work a program with Xia Li, who's still. Oh my God! Did you? Oh, you didn't watch NXT, did you? I have to.
No, I didn't watch NXT last week. What's up?
So NXT right now, the feud is Xia Li versus Lyra Valkyria.
I see. Okay.
And so before their match, I don't know if it's a pay-per-view or I forgot already. They. Bro.
What happened, bro?
Sean, what are you doing? Xia Li invited Lyra Valkyria to a tea ceremony.
Okay. I don't like where this is going.
A traditional Chinese tea ceremony. Just imagine the most awkward, and if Xia Li did this in Chinese, it probably would have been more natural. But because she's doing in English, before two combatant fight, I can't even do it. Like her English is terrible, right?
Oh dear God.
Like,
okay.
It's a show of respect. If you drink the tea, if you don't like, it literally felt like time slowed down. I was watching this. Like time,
dear.
do you know what I'm saying?
Dear.
It's those really dragged out, like uninteresting. But I'm like, when is this ending? This is horrible. This is bad acting, unnatural speaking because she can't. This is not her natural language. And Lyra is trying to go along, but she also cannot act. It was like I felt my eyes bleed.
Hey, imagine it was like, I don't know, Shawn Michaels randomly on a Friday night, Saturday night, in Florida, just put up Netflix and suddenly saw Crazy Rich Asians. And he was like, this tea ceremony, maybe this mahjong scene are very interesting. We should incorporate
Bro,
it.
it's not even. No, it's not even that. It's like
Yeah.
it looks like one of those. Oh my god! So it looks like. Okay, you know what it looks like? It looks
What?
like a. I know they tried to make it look very Oriental, very Chinese, right?
Okay.
To me, it looked like a Chinese massage parlor.
Oh dear God. Oh.
It looked cheap and like Americanized Asian. Does that make sense?
I see. So
no, but all that is fine. The set dressing is okay. I can overlook that. It's just the bad acting, the bad premise. Like, I'm like, is she's like, and here's the thing: Xia Li has been portrayed as a heel, right?
Uh-huh.
And it she's doing this whole respect warrior thing. I'm like, but you were heel. I was half expecting her to like splash the tea on her, spit in her face, kick her in the head. Nothing. And then Lyra's like, I don't want to drink your tea. And then she walked away. And then, it's a massive disrespect. So I'm like, that fell so flat. Like,
Okay.
please go and watch that segment because it was so bad.
I don't want to ask this question, but I feel I'm indebted to ask this question.
Yeah.
Was Xia Li wearing a cheongsam or not?
Yes. I believe.
Damn it! It's the massage parlor scene, bro.
I can't actually. No. And then she gave Lyra Valkyria a cheongsam to wear also.
Oh
so
my
both
God.
wear.
So cheongsam, chipa, everything all settled. Next
Well,
thing
no,
you just need
it
massage all
was
already.
just poorly acted and it went on
Okay.
way too. It literally was like, I'm looking at when is this ending? When is this ending? Like when the segment is good, you just kind of get lost in it and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
shit. It ended so quick. But this was one of those segments that, oh my God, okay, I'm sorry I went sideways. But do you think that Becky Lynch will get attacked by Xia Li? And the rumor is the Asian Triad faction, like I know Xia Li is Chinese, Asuka, Io Sky, Kairi Sane are Japanese, but maybe she will be a member. She'll join Damage Control and help to oust Bailey as well.
I mean, that would be a very interesting development. I think Xia Li, what she needs is she needs her weaknesses to be hidden by a faction. I think that would help her. And of course, on Raw, actually today, Becky Lynch actually had a match with Xia Li. So they are continuing the angle, and Lyra was also on Raw watching the whole proceedings. Very interestingly, as much as of course we have, I feel like Xia Li has a lot of potential. It's just that she needs a lot of guidance. They did something right though on Raw today.
What they do? What they do?
They brought back her awesome AR graphics. The one with the freaking thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
Actually, that made her cool when she debuted, bro.
Yeah.
So
they brought it back.
At least the presentation is okay. It's just that she needs all the help she can get.
Dovagin asks, would you rather they bring back Tian Sha? You know what's scary? It looks like they're doing that on NXT with Dante and Boa.
Oh, they got. But you know what? They're having the face mask, the face paint. I mean, you know what? Let Dante Chen be the mouthpiece, as Jason said, because he's the one that can speak the best.
Yeah.
And he of course a lot of people are talking about his underrated wrestling skills.
Yeah.
Give him a platform, bro. And if they need to go through the racist stereotype route first, whatever lah. At least get the foot in the door. Get the foot in the door.
We'll have to see. This match in and of itself, the only thing I'm looking forward to is potentially them getting rid of Bailey, ousting Bailey. That's literally the only thing I'm looking forward to. So
That'll be interesting.
I think honestly, I feel like the heels need the win, but I feel like what's going to happen is the faces are going to win, and then the Japanese girls are going to blame Bailey and they oust Bailey. I think that's what's going to happen. Ideally, though, I would rather Damage Control win and then the Japanese girls betray Bailey.
I want that Shawn Michaels moment where the Kota Kai, right?
Yeah.
Like she's like, "Oh no, what you guys doing? What you girls doing?" And then right in Bailey's face, turns on her and like joins with the Japanese. I think that was hilarious.
I mean,
Really
okay,
oust Bailey. Yeah.
I guess there would be logic in that because then Dakota Kai could be the mouthpiece because,
Yeah.
Asuka, Io, and Kairi, they aren't great at English. The problem here is Dakota Kai is not a great mouthpiece. I'm sorry, but every time
Bailey
she promos...
was.
Yes,
Bailey
Bailey
was.
was. Every time Dakota Kai promos, she's another one of those like Zoe Stark, like Tegan Nox. There's an issue with a lot of the mid to lower card women in the WWE right now. A lot of them don't have promo skills.
Yeah. The ones who have are on top. Like, you see people like Tiffany Stratton
Yep.
rise to the top. You see someone like
Rhea Ripley.
even Roxanne Perez. I know she's not the best, but there's a connection there, right?
But Roxanne got babyface energy.
Yeah.
Babyface
I'm saying
fire.
that the connection is lacking. I think people like Tegan Nox, to be honest, Candice LeRae, lacking, bro.
Candice and her husband, unfortunately.
Get it?
Yeah. So there you go. That's the women's War Games match. Let's talk about the men's War Games match, which, of course, it's funny. I'm looking at the Wikipedia listing, right? It says Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton. They know, man! Bloody hell.
So is Wikipedia spoiling spoilers nowadays, or what's
No
going
lah,
on?
someone probably edited that in or whatever lah. But okay, we got Rhodes, we got Rollins, we got Uso, we got Zayn versus the Judgment Day. That's Priest, Balor, Dom, McDonald's, and Drew.
Yes. And of course, my favorite thing about this whole feud is that, to me, Drew has had the most realistic heel turn in a long time.
Yes.
Everything he's done has been justified. Now I'm starting to hate Jey Uso, bro, because he did our man dirty, bro. like I really feel for him, for his intentions.
But can we quickly say also that they're doing such a great job of separating Jay and Jimmy, and Jimmy on SmackDown has been like hilarious as well.
Yeah.
Jimmy
has developed his own personality.
Yeah, him doing the yeet thing, and then suddenly he gets a call. I know it's a bit hammy, but like I think he pulls it off. And did you see that scene where he says, "No yeet"?
I saw.
He sounds just like Roman.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I mean, the whole storyline of him trying to
be Roman,
be the guy who's the guy who, when Roman's not around, he's trying to run the show, but no one gives a damn.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
Yeah, somebody's got to play that scheming or like slimy heel underboss lah. I think Jimmy does a great job. I like Jay as this loner, as this I like the fact that he never apologized for his actions, even though he's part of Raw. Like Sammy forgives him, but like he doesn't apologize to the rest, and the rest are pissed. So I think it's so realistic, and we need this kind of really human interactions lah in wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely, because these are things that we can all relate to, and at the end of the day, that's why we watch wrestling, right?
Yeah, I saw this one promo, like a backstage segment on Raw, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, between Sammy and Drew McIntyre, I believe, where they were talking about, like, I think Drew is telling Sammy like, hey, why are you still standing up for this Jey Uso? Didn't Jey Uso betray you how many times? And then, like, to me and the comment section kind of also agreed, right? That interaction felt like a real scene. Like it felt like they are not acting it up for the camera. Like when you watch a good movie and it's a really great, compelling scene, you don't say like, wow, the acting very good. You were like, you're really lost. It's really like Black Panther having a human discussion with with his enemy, right? So like that kind of feeling. Yeah.
Basically the complete opposite of that horrible Xia Li Valkyria scene, which I just talked about. Oh my god.
Exactly. Yeah. And so everyone needs to get the Sami Zayn acting class. Taught by him. Yes, please.
I mean, we don't even need to go into this too much because their feud has been ongoing. It's a culmination of several months of bullshit already. So that's great, right? It makes sense for them to finish it in War Games. Who wins?
Yeah, exactly. Well, at the end of the day, the whole point is not actually the winner, in my opinion. I think the winner doesn't really affect situations.
Okay. Because it's weird, right? Like you get, let's say it is Randy Orton. Most of us believe it's Randy Orton coming back, right? Randy comes back and loses? Cannot, right?
He should get the win. He should get the win. You're right.
Yeah. But like, I feel like Judgment Day need a marquee victory, like a big statement win.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Judgment Day, if they lose, right, it can continue the story of their dissension. So it's not necessarily unforgivable or like You can't go back from it. But you're right. They will take a big hit. That will put in question Drew McIntyre's heel turn. Unless he walks away from the Judgment Day, that'll be quite funny.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, and then he really cements himself as a complete tweener. Like, he's not with the good guys, he's not with the bad guys. But that's exactly a great point. So if Randy's team or Cody's team loses, then you kill all of Randy Orton's return heat. If Drew McIntyre's team Judgment Day loses, then you kill all of Drew's heel turn heat. So it's like both ways, you're kind of fucked.
Unless Randy Orton returns, make it all the way to final 2-1, him and Cody Rhodes against Judgment Day.
Is it elimination style or is it one pinfall? It's one
Is it
pinfall,
one pinfall?
bro.
Oh yeah,
one
War Games.
pinfall. See,
Okay.
that's the problem with War Games. You could do
Alright.
so much more with a traditional Survivor Series match here.
Okay, we can still make it work. We need this context. So he's the final guy that enters War Games, right?
Sure.
So the whole time the crowd has been crazy hot for him, wants him to get involved. He comes in, just wipes out everyone, does a great babyface fire. And then while everyone's cheering, he turns around, he RKO's Cody Rhodes.
And that could be his feud going forward. I think that might just be the call, bro. I think you called it. Cody versus
because-
Randy.
Because everyone's gonna cheer for Randy. He can't be a heel straight away.
Yeah,
He needs to milk that cheer, get the crowd on their feet, and then at the last moment betray Cody Rhodes, and they have their feud all the way through at least Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
All the
I
way.
think that makes perfect sense. And it doesn't have to be a thing where he joins Judgment Day. He could go in and RKO everybody in Judgment Day. He is just that guy he's a Viper. He doesn't care. He go in, strike, and then strike Cody, and then he walks right out. And then and then you have the babyface team in peril the whole way through.
Yes, correct. And immediately get Cody Rhodes eliminated early, so the advantage is gone. You know what I mean?
What eliminated as in what do you mean? Like
Shit, I'm sorry. So
No.
thinking that it's a
No, it's not. It's not elimination. So but it still works. You see, once Randy gets in there, right? RKOs everybody and then does the shock RKO to Cody Rhodes. Then he walks out of the cage like F y'all lah. I'm not interested in your bullshit lah.
Yeah, you're right.
And then now you have a 5v4 situation. So now you put the baby faces in peril. So if the baby faces lose, they have a reason. We were betrayed by Randy Orton.
Yes. You see, a great call. I hope that happens. Quick question. Fia's Grinder, can you explain to me what is the Kabi Kushi Kabi Gum reference you're talking about?
What?
It's a famous Hindi film by Shah Rukh Khan, but I want to understand why do you bring that up? What's the relevance? Is it some sort of storylines of betrayal that I'm not aware of? What's going on?
A lot of people saying Cody got to finish the story. Yeah, well, I mean, WrestleMania is a long way away. And like I said, next year's Royal Rumble is going to be super interesting. Bro, I'm telling you, Final Four, Drew McIntyre, LA Knight,
Cody Rhodes,
Gunther, whoever. Like, can you imagine 4 guys who everyone wants to be in the main event?
Oh, okay. I get it. I mean, that would be great because, again, when WWE is still the best, everyone feels like a legitimate contender that can win the Royal Rumble.
And now you got LA Knight who's red hot. You got Cody who needs to finish the story. There's so many contenders. It's brilliant. It's just great. Great stuff.
Okay, I get it. Fia's Grinder, I get it. Great acting.
Great acting. Okay, there you go. Okay, so we wanted to very quickly run through the Survivor Series preview, and then we ended up talking about it for 1 hour. So,
oh dear God, let's go AEW. Come on, guys.
All right, AEW. Guys, later on in the show, we will be talking to The Statement. Yeah, Andrew Tang, SPW, big event this Friday. If you haven't gotten your tickets, go get it now. I think there are a very scant few tickets left. Okay, for Viva La Lucha. Kalisto, formerly known as Kalisto, Samuray Del Rey.
Samuray Del Sol.
Samuray Del Sol, there you go, is going to
Yes.
be facing off against The Statement, Andrew Tang. But okay, who here watched Full Gear? And throw out some number grades right now, from 1 to 10. What did you think of Full Gear? You know what? I will say this.
Yes.
I didn't hate it.
All right.
I don't know if that's shocking, but I think, if anything, the main event saved it. And okay, I'll tell you why I enjoyed it. I watched it in 3 parts. Because I didn't watch it live. I watched a bit of it. Then after that, I went and did stuff. And I watched the middle part. And then yesterday, then I watched the main event. And only the main event. And I think the main event sold the whole damn thing for me.
Interesting. Okay, this is very, very interesting because I've been hearing a lot of mixed reactions for the main event.
Sure.
But I want to hear your thoughts fully first because, of course, Mr. Young's thoughts are very well valued in this local community.
No. It's just my thoughts. That's all. So, okay. The thing is, when you start out the entire pay-per-view, right? It's like, friggin', what are they doing?
Yeah.
It's Adam Cole versus Switchblade, Jay White in the main event. At first, when I saw that on Instagram, right, I was like, what the fuck are they even doing? Like that's not gonna happen. Like MJF probably gonna come out, and I get what they're trying to do, but also it made zero sense from a from a logic standpoint, right?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it was happening live as we were talking, right, on Sunday. We're saying, like, why suddenly they're doing this angle on the pay-per-view? What's the point? You know?
Yeah. I guess it's like wrestling logic. You close one eye, okay, fine. Adam Cole is going to defend the title for, this fella. It makes zero sense, but whatever lah. Let them have it. But no, we'll get to that in a bit. Let's start off with Sting, Darby Allin, Adam Copeland with Ric Flair versus the Patriarchy. Is that their name?
Yeah, it seems like it is.
Oh God.
And I gotta say, right, I think the first thing I commented about the pay-per-view was like, wow, this Christian entrance is incredible. With the kid singing the choir, you see that?
I loved it. Oh my God, that sold it for me. I'm like, wow, Christian, you mofo. That's hilarious.
And then the best part is, he always has the countdown, right? The 10 to 1. But this time around, each countdown had an adjective to describe him. Fatherly, virtuous, compassionate. I fucking laughed my ass off that morning, and I was just telling myself, like, you know what? Christian Cage, best run of his career, bar none. Like, in my opinion, humble opinion, this is the best run of his career in any promotion, WWE, TNA, AEW here.
Who'd have thought that in 2023, Christian is the more interesting, intriguing character than Edge?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the match itself, I think it was pretty by the numbers. You know, it was nothing too, like, offensive.
Yep.
Like, Nick Wayne is not ready, honestly.
Okay.
He doesn't look like he's ready in there. But I guess if they're going with the whole kid angle, I guess that makes sense, right?
Yeah, to have a kid, an impressionable kid by his side, that makes sense.
A literal kid.
yeah. And I mean, shout out to him though. Like, he's in a ring with like legitimate Hall of Fame legends. Like, 30 years from now, he can tell all his peers who probably have never set foot in the ring yet. Hey, when I was 18, I was in the ring with Sting. You know, that's pretty dope. In my opinion.
Edge and Christian, right?
Yeah. So like, kudos to him. I love this Darth Vader gimmick that Christian Cage is doing, where he's the father of everyone. But one thing I gotta say, right, like, I know, we've talked about how Adam Copeland has cooled down, since his debut and all that. But I do feel, honestly, from this match, I got excited about Edge again.
Okay.
Because I felt like, remember there was this one time CM Punk teamed with Darby Allin and Sting as well, and he also had the face paint, the Warrior face paint. I can't hate, Adam Copeland, reliving his childhood, putting on the face paint, because he did tell everyone when he was younger, right? He was a huge Hulk Hogan fan, huge Warrior fan. Sting is gotta be one of the guys that he loved because the blonde hair. That was his childhood hero. So I can't hate the fact that he is spending and he put it out on his own Instagram as well, like a very heartfelt tribute at 50 years old, when he didn't know that this was even gonna be a possibility that he's gonna have a second run, and to have that run finish up with Sting, I just couldn't hate that, and I threw out all my biases of his booking so far, and I could enjoy the match for what it was.
Well, I mean, and I think I've said this before, the best way to enjoy a AEW pay-per-view is to not watch the weekly television. Because, if you watch this thing in and of itself in a bubble, right, it's got everything. It's entertainment, right? You don't have to stress out about the shit booking and the logic that doesn't make sense. Oh wait, Edison just jumped by the chat, by the way. Apparently they have announced that Randy is the fifth man. They've announced full on put out social media stuff. Really?
We'll check it out and we'll share it. But
so much for the surprise.
What's your thoughts on that, guys? Like, do you feel like that's a waste, or will it make you more excited about Survivor Series?
Okay, you know what this could mean?
What?
It could mean they're saving another surprise.
Ooh,
so
guys,
they leak this out first, right? Because they're like, okay, forget about speculation, because another surprise will come later, which is
Mr.
CM
Young
Punk.
Bro, don't tickle my balls like that. Bro, don't tickle my balls like that, please. I do not want to be tickled in that way, Mr. Young.
So either that, or they're just trying to okay, let's not drag this out.
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna hate it. I'm gonna say that helps to temper expectations a bit.
Yeah.
people's like, okay, fine, it's gonna be Randy Orton. Whatever lah. So when Randy Orton comes out, people are not
People
gonna they're not gonna be upset with CM Punk. But then if CM Punk were to appear after that, crowd just gonna go crazy. So
right.
we shall see. We shall see.
Interesting. Yeah. I feel like maybe the whole CM Punk thing might be me wishing a little bit too much, fantasy booking a little bit too much.
Okay.
More than likely, like what you just said, this is to temper expectations, and yeah, Randy's gonna come in and turn on them lah, which is what we've talked about.
I think that could be the surprise that they're trying to pull off, a heel turn unexpectedly. Yeah, maybe that's the case.
But if CM Punk shows up, then even better. Cherry on top, huh?
But
okay.
That's the fun thing about wrestling, right? Having the what ifs, right?
Yes, exactly. Okay, let's move back to AEW right now, real quick. It was a great way to start. It was because everyone is like, over.
It's harmless, lah.
It's a fun start to the show. I just really hope that Darby Allin, after this whole thing is over, he gets the push that he needs or deserves. Because,
bro, he's gonna get pushed out of Mount Everest, bro. He's really after this match, he's going to climb the Mount Everest, really, bro.
Maybe that's why Tony Khan doesn't want to push him too hard. They're like, I don't know what this fella gonna do. He might break his back next, doing some crazy stunt. Like, okay, let's not put too much stock into him.
But wait, bro, did you see that one spot that Luchasaurus did on him, bro? He freaking choke slammed him on the ring apron.
Yeah.
That was like he tried to break the back, bro.
Okay, well, I mean, we've gone through that ad nauseum, lah. They don't need to take such risks, but it is what it is.
Yeah. But you know what? At the end of the day,
he's gonna Jeff Hardy his career, lah, basically.
He's gonna jump off the Mount Everest, like clearly. Coffin drop from the top.
Oh god.
But Adam Copeland touching touching is the wrong word, but laying hands on Christian Cage, do you think it was a good idea in the context of this match?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the whole idea of separating them and having them blow off at like a one-on-one, that's out the window already. Like, they already touched each other, quote unquote. So forget it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely still be a singles match at Revolution. I won't be surprised, but I guess you're gonna break the cherry somewhere, right?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, this one, I mean, quite honestly, I didn't really pay attention because it's it's Jon Moxley. And the funny thing is, right, I actually like Orange Cassidy more than Jon Moxley at this point. Like
in
Jon Moxley in this match,
yeah.
Or in general, right now, right?
Yeah.
Like. Jon Moxley is just like, you bleeding for the sake of bleeding. Like, this match did not... Oh, what do we think of Ric Flair getting involved? Are you surprised? And once again, it's our weekly plea to the gods of wrestling and more importantly, Tony Khan, do not let this man back into the ring because he will want to. Do not, please.
Let him chop himself or let him get low blow at the ringside. That's fine. I think I can accept that. But please, no one-on-one match with Sting.
No.
First match in TBS in 20 years. Don't do that, please. Just
don't
let the man rest. Yeah.
Don't let him have a high tech in the ring.
Oh yeah, please don't.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo! And then selling energy drink. He drinks his energy drink and suddenly got power.
That,
right? Like, he's selling an energy drink, right? And the Woo energy drink. I wonder if we can get that in Singapore. And AEW is like the official distributor or some shit of Woo energy drink.
I was in Melbourne and Sydney, and both times I saw a Prime drink in the convenience stores.
Yeah.
So I don't know Woo. I think it might have still be just in the US, but I hope they stock it overseas. We'll try it out for ourselves.
Oh god.
So they all know now WWE and AEW got a war of the energy drinks now.
Okay, anyway, let's talk about Orange Cassidy, Jon Moxley. Once again, Jon Moxley bled in this match for no reason whatsoever. And we talked about this before. Like, you had matches later that had blood. Oh, there was one with a lot of blood. If that was the only match that had blood, it would have been perfect. But no, Moxley had to bleed.
Okay. When AEW first started, I was the biggest fan of Jon Moxley. I thought he's incredible. He's finally going to be free of the restraints of WWE. And I would say for a good 1-2 years, his 2019 run, his pandemic run, was putting on great matches and he still looked like in good shape.
Yeah.
But I don't know, somewhere along the line, he took a break for his rehab. He came back, he still looked good. But in recent years, this past year, he looked like shit. Maybe it's the dead lah. Maybe it's the dead timing.
He looked like shit, and that's not the worst thing. But he doesn't sell.
Yeah,
which is the quintessential thing of wrestling. Like, so what are you supposed to be? An indestructible man? Like,
put it that way. He really made Orange Cassidy earn his victory in this match. Like, he really, like Thanos, he was really like Thanos trying to, make him feel indestructible in that sense. You're right, lah.
Yeah, but look at him. It's
Yeah.
something. It's
If it's
he
Brock
were-
Lesnar doing that,
yeah,
you
that's
understand.
fine. Yeah. Not John Moxley. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about this match anymore. It annoyed the shit out of me.
Okay, but to put a positive spin on things, Orange Cassidy really showed a lot of heart in this
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
And to be honest, I was invested in him retaining the title, and so all the story that it was being told was that
Yep.
he wanted to prove that, you know, by beating Moxley, he deserves this second reign.
Yep.
And I don't hate it lah. Like,
No.
good for him.
And
This is his position.
he kept the nonsense to a minimum.
Yes,
It
yes.
wasn't the fake kicks. John Moxley taunted him with the fake kicks. That works in that context.
Yes, yeah, that works because it was like a psychological game.
Yes.
Like, if I think the fake kicks has a place if it was used to taunt people or
Yes.
to annoy them. Yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So
yeah,
John Moxley needs to take a break.
bro, is it a surprise that actually we don't hate this performance by Orange Cassidy?
No, we don't, because like I've never said that he was a bad wrestler. It's just that his gimmick was ridiculous, and him with the the best friends. It's weird, right? Like, I feel like a lot of these guys actually individually can probably do very well, but because they are weighed down by somebody else.
Their
And,
gimmick, their friends. Yeah.
There's another guy in just a bit we're gonna talk about who's weighed down hugely by his friends, and we'll talk about that in just a bit. But okay, let's move on. Timeless Tony Storm. I know you enjoyed this one. Versus Hikaru Shida, a brand new AEW Women's Champion. Okay, can I just say, right? Like, what is up? I don't know. Like, I've never hated the way Hikaru Shida wrestled, but in this match, I just felt like, like I just don't want to see her wrestle.
I mean, okay, I think it's very hard to stand out when like there's a lot of great Japanese wrestlers, women wrestlers in WWE. In AEW, I always thought she was like the standard variant of Japanese wrestling. I mean, we always thought she was better than Riho, right?
Yeah.
But I have no idea. Recently, it feels like a lot of the characters, the women characters, are being cold, like the OGs.
Yeah.
People like Britt Baker hasn't been
Nope.
interesting or relevant recently. Hikaru Shida seems like on the way down.
Well, that being said, WWE has the same problem as well. You look at the entire Japanese, quote-unquote, Japanese faction. Asuka, Io Sky,
Kairi Sane,
they're cold right now. And Hikaru Shida is just as cold. So it's not just a, Hikaru Shida AEW problem, right?
Yeah. Well, you saw this news where Triple H said that he's like actively bothered by the fact that Japanese wrestlers, Mexican wrestlers hasn't been pushed well.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to remedy the situation. Of course, the way he's been pushing Shinsuke Nakamura with the subtitles, I think that's a great way to let them be themselves, speak in their language, has come across as menacing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel maybe that's the thing with Hikaru Shida. I'm not saying that she needs to speak Japanese and all that, but something about her feels like she's still performing her character as opposed to really being herself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. And it probably doesn't help that they have nobody to really coach them, to, guide them, right? Like, so she's just doing what she does. And, it's just, I mean, this was inevitable. It makes perfect sense that Toni Storm, who's super hot right now, not just, you know what I mean? In terms of like character investment, that she would be winning here.
Yeah, I mean, Jason, I agree with you. I love her finisher. I love the katana kick. But come on, bro. Was it any surprise that Timeless Toni Storm, in her supposed homecoming to Hollywood, becomes the champion once more? I mean, her gimmick, she really got the gimmick perfectly down pat.
Yes. No, this is a really perfect case, obvious showing of it's not just good enough to be a wrestler. You have to give people a reason to give a crap about you, right?
Yeah.
And, sure, some people might say that the whole Timeless thing is a bit like over the top, but that's the point, And, there's this like, some people are playing a character, you can tell they're not invested. Whereas Toni is like, she's so into it. It's like, okay, you've crossed that line of hokey to she's so into it, is this kind of intriguing. It's kind of like when Matt Hardy did the whole, what's that?
Broken.
It's like, it's so ridiculous that it's like, okay, but he's totally bought into it. He's really mad. You kind of buy into it as well. I feel like that's what we have Toni. Whereas with Hikaru, it feels like she's just there. And her gimmick is Japanese.
I mean,
which I've always said, it's not a gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, that's the lesson here, right, for wrestlers and for wrestling fans, right? You can get anything over, right, if you yourself believe in it enough that everyone gets bought into. Like Chris Jericho, best example. He got over a freaking a list, right?
Yeah.
a freaking list with a pen and a freaking checkboard, and then it's like
Yeah.
because he believed it, right? And
Mm.
he was so invested in the character. And I think that's what makes the best gimmicks work, lah. Like,
Mm.
you will never look at Stone Cold and don't think, yeah, that guy legitimately loves to drink,
Yeah.
loves to raise hell,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. And
Yeah,
you look
yeah.
at The Rock, you don't believe he is not a jock, a
Yeah,
fucker
yeah.
who like these people. So yeah, you gotta have that in your character, lah, per se. So perfect example.
Let's move on. 4-way tag team ladder match. I don't know if they needed to add the ladder stipulation, honestly. But Ricky Starks, Big Bill, they defended their titles again. La Faction Indommable, FTR, and the Kings of the Black Throne.
Yeah.
Okay, was it just me, or did Malachi Black kind of just fade into the background this whole match? Like, I feel like
he took a step. He wasn't the main highlight in this match.
I think Brody King had a few cool moments, cool spots in this match.
The Gonzo bomb was
dope.
Okay. The worst case scenario is was gonna be a train wreck. No psychology. It's just gonna be just a train wreck, right? Best case scenario, to me the best Money in the Bank ladder matches always felt like, yes, it was spot heavy, but it highlighted certain wrestlers. It highlighted certain feuds, or it gave people someone to root for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in this match, I think I was leaning more towards the latter. I felt like this wasn't a train wreck. I thought it was actually well planned out. Like the spots weren't overly choreographed. Let's be honest. Like it was okay. It was okay. Yeah.
It felt like a WWE style Money in the Bank.
I was just about to say that. Yes, it does.
Right.
It does.
And like to your very point, it didn't feel like acrobatics. It felt like, they're using, and some of it had to be set up. Yeah, we get it, right? Close one eye, that kind of thing. But it didn't feel overly choreographed.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of people we will talk about in a bit.
Well, here's the thing, right? They had flippy shit in this match,
Sure.
but they only limited it to one guy, which is Realistico.
Because it's his style. He's
style,
a lucha.
yes.
Yeah.
But actually, I like LFI because it's not both of them flying around. Rouge is still like the badass brawler guy.
Yeah.
And his brother is the high-flying guy, right? And I think this match works, even though it was a ladder concept, because every other team had a different style that is not just like flipping around. Like, of course, Kings of the Black Throne, Malachi is a striker. We had Brody King as the big giant, right? Same as well for
FTR.
Big Bill,
Big
Bill and Ricky Starks, because Ricky Starks is more of like a charismatic wrestler. He does high flying stuff, but it's always limited. His charisma is the thing that stands out. And I even enjoyed Big Bill and Brody King's confrontation with each other. It was really cool. And to me, FTR was the glue that held everything together, kind of kept things sticking. So yeah, the chemistry actually between the four teams was really, really good in my opinion.
Yeah, I enjoyed this match. I mean, it wasn't. At the end of the day, of course, you want to see like less bullshit. You know, did they really need to make this a ladder match? And they announced it pretty late, if I'm not mistaken. They literally announced it like the week before, or even less than the week before.
Perhaps. You're right. I mean, if they wanted to showcase a tag team, they could have done a better job, like planning out everything. But again, we want to use this same criticism. WWE literally has WrestleMania showcase matches with 4 tag teams randomly put together as well. So
Sure.
It's still okay.
That's why I say if you watch this in a bubble, it's fine. You then don't have to worry about the fact that they literally threw in the ladder stipulation a few days before. You know? Like, okay, like they probably built this up. Okay, you just enjoy it for what it is, right? So there you go. Let's move on to the next match. 3-way match for the AEW TBS Championship. Okay, I gotta say this, right? I don't know if it was Chad or if it was you, have been going on about how great Julia Hart's wrestling and her moonsault is. Who? Who said this?
I did say that I enjoy her moonsault.
I did not see any of that in this match. I am sorry. I love her character. I mean, you know, she hot. Sky Blue also looking like, you know, they got the whole we've just turned heel and got the like heavy black eye makeup eyeliner shit. So she looks kind of like, you know, ooh, goth girl kind of vibe. I like this match visually. Did I say that right? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
They look hot lah. But this match was like, what? No, they did not do it for me. This match.
Before I talk about the serious stuff, bro. Imagine Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Alexa Bliss in a three-way match with their gimmicks. Amazing, right?
No, yeah, no, it's like a spectacle match. Like, oh, they are doing
Yeah.
like the weird, the mystical bullshit, whatever. Fine.
Just put all three of them in the one room with me there. There's gonna be an awesome match.
To
I
do
mean, anyway, yeah.
a seance?
To do a seance, yes, a seance.
Yeah,
with their
but-
gimmicks.
But yeah, when they start wrestling, I'm like, no. And here's the thing, okay? I'm not picking on Julia Hart or whatever,
Yeah.
because I feel like Alexa Bliss was never known for wrestling either. She was more of a character, right? When she wrestled, it was just kind of meh. But Alexa Bliss has a better moonsault than Julia. Julia Hart's moonsault is not great. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple of mitigating factors, right?
Sure.
So Julia Hart won this match, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it was a great surprise. She becomes the youngest AEW champion of all time. She's 22
Okay.
only. 22, right?
They obviously see a lot in her.
Yes, so they see a lot in her, and I feel like if the last thing that she needs to kind of get right is like her wrestling abilities,
Yeah.
I would say that is more coachable than having the it factor, being able to have a great gimmick, being able to talk. And if you watch the press crowd, which I don't think you will watch because it's 2.5 hours,
Yeah.
Tony Khan, she actually cut a great, I mean, not cut a great promo, but I was so surprised by how low her voice is, bro. She has a low
So
voice. She's not
random.
high pitched. She's not high pitched like, oh my god, I'm so thankful. No, she got the, yeah, it was great.
Maybe.
So she actually made her even more menacing, bro.
Okay.
So
Bro,
she got that vibe that I feel like I can look past her wrestling at this point in time because
can
she can
look
grow
past-
into it.
I don't know, bro. I'm a bit burned already by your telling me how great she is, blah blah blah, how she's improved. I'm like, okay, I don't know what
Let's look at the chat.
watching.
Let's look at the chat. See whether they defend her like me as well.
No, Jason's like, I want to see more Julia Hart on TV. Sky Blue also can. Yeah, it has nothing to do with their wrestling ability though.
But okay, like I'm willing to forgive Julia Hart in a wrestling context.
Stop.
But,
Okay,
but
no.
I can't look at Stacy Keibler and like, oh man, I want to see her wrestle. You know what I mean?
No. Oh, well, that was a different era where they were
Okay,
not
fine.
judged based
Fine.
on their wrestling, but based on the sort of blatantly sexual content that was put out there. It's a different time, huh? Different time. Okay,
Mr.
anyway.
Mr. Young, if you were to had a kid, right, when you
Ah.
were 21, right, she would be Julia Hart's age at your current age right now, bro. How you feel about that?
That is very weird, and that's why I would rather focus on their wrestling skill than anything
yeah.
else here. Okay?
Yes,
And,
indeed.
it made Chris look like damn lame also. Like,
Actually, I didn't like Chris Statlander's outfit today and gimmick. Because I thought she was a badass. She came back from an injury and beat
Yeah.
Jade Cargill. She looked like a pretty badass looking wrestler, but she reverted back to her best friend's kind of vibe with the headband and like the
yeah.
tracksuit. I wasn't digging her look as well. So
Chris Statlander is another one of those I think really needs a lot of help in terms of her booking, and we all know that is not Tony Khan's strong suit. So
yeah.
it is what it is. To be honest, yes, congrats, Julia Hart won the TBS championship, but that championship means nothing.
If they want to keep the TBS championship to like a developmental championship where it's like all the girls who feel like they need some time to get better to go to the main women's
Roster.
title scene, I don't mind. You know what I mean?
That's called the Ring of Honor championship.
No, but that's the thing, right? The Ring of Honor Women's Championship actually is held by a really great wrestler in Latina, so it's kind of backwards, in my opinion.
it is what
If
it
nothing
is.
else, they should highlight Latina on AEW more than the TBS Championship.
Fias says Julia Hart is eye candy, and don't forget she's from Rumah Hitam. What is Rumah Hitam, bro?
House of Black, bro.
Oh, okay, Rumah Hitam.
Malay 101, guys. For everyone.
Today we learned something, huh?
Yeah,
Okay, let's move on to oof. Okay, let's
Let's
just.
talk about it.
I
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana versus Hangman Adam Page.
Love the
what can-
entrance.
Oh, the entrance was hilarious with
The
Prince Nana
entrance was
dancing. Oh, that was great, right?
Yeah.
It was gruesome, and I don't know if it crosses a line of gruesome for the sake of gruesome, becoming like a bit like, oh, I can't watch this, but maybe that was the whole point, right? Okay, the funny thing, it's not the staples, it's not the horrible bumps that they took, but it was Hangman Adam Page drinking Swerve's blood.
Oh yeah, I saw
thing
that.
where he like, I was like, oh, like that actually really turned me off this match.
Oh yeah, bro, that to me, right? And then he blew it out and he
Yeah.
poisoned beast himself.
It's like,
Yeah, bro. It's so hard to talk about this match because, right, I might have COVID symptoms right now, so it's very hard for me to talk about this
No,
match.
yeah, no. Whenever
Because, okay,
blood,
see-
yeah,
Yeah, because COVID, like during COVID, right? They stopped the Hangman's gimmick where he was like drinking people's cup.
yeah.
So I thought it was the end of his like hygiene issues, lah. But this this match, right? Like to me, right? The first 10-15 minutes of the match almost turned me off from actually enjoying the match.
Yeah, it was very uncomfortable. It was just
Yeah.
the amount of blood, and I thought they weren't supposed to bleed and go into the crowd. I thought that was a rule.
No, I mean you're talking about like the unofficial rules, is it?
No, remember that was the code of conduct, whatever rules that Tony Khan had put out. They're not supposed to be bloody, and go into the crowd in case the blood gets on people. And they were right there in the front row, friggin' with the crimson masks.
Okay, you know what? Before we talk about our opinions, I just want to shout out to our patrons and also our Discord channel. Talk about some of the reactions from our Discord members in the chat about this match, right? Okay, so Gaddafi, who's of course a well-known AEW fan in our community, finally caught full gear. Swerve Hangman was insane. It might not be for everyone, but both dudes laid it all out on the line. Thoughts on that?
See, this is the issue with like AEW, right? They take unnecessary bumps in matches that don't necessarily mean a lot. I will say that they did build this up. You know, like there was the whole home invasion angle, and there's a reason for Hangman Page to be like super angry, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. But ultimately, if you're going to go that, extreme, it should have been a main event for a title or something. You know.
You're saying that it kind of turned off the rest of the card, or like it affected the rest of the card's momentum?
See, here's the thing. I watched this in parts. I didn't watch it in full.
Yeah.
I wonder if in full it would be a different experience or not. Like, yeah, this was a lot. Like, it took up a lot of energy to watch. And like you said, the first part of the match was actually very uncomfortable to watch. And this is coming from a guy who loves horror, by the way.
But you love gore. There's a difference, though.
No, I love gore as well. Yeah, I'm fine. But
all right.
Like, I guess there is a separation there, because I know in a horror movie when, let's say, a vampire drinks somebody's blood or whatever, we know it's fake one.
It's cough syrup.
Yeah, but this guy is literally I'm like, bro, hygiene, bro. You want to get AIDS or some shit?
Yeah, man. Okay, I'm just gonna run through the rest of the feedback, right? Okay, Najwan say Swerve Hangman was match of the night, in my opinion, but the match was definitely milder than any death match I've watched in Japan, though.
Sure.
I have no idea what's happening in Japan, man.
It's Japan, though. Like, these people are dropping themselves on their heads and necks.
Yeah. Nico says Japan and US have different standards and regulations for death matches. So he's also trying to make the point that, maybe their expectation of a death match is crazier. Yeah. And Rishi's last comment, I finally watched Full Gear, and yes, Swerve Hangman was crazy. Yes, the feud deserves the intensity of this match, though I think some spots maybe no need, safety first.
Yeah, probably the blood stuff, right? Look, the staple stuff, I was okay. Like, it was a great visual. Like, I throw back to, remember Batista versus Triple H. They were doing gruesome things that make you cringe, but at the back of your head, it's safe. Pulling out the nose ring. There are ways of doing those things safely, right? The staple, I'm like, okay, like, it seems like it probably hurts, but it's safe, right?
It's like a thumbtacks, right? Thumbtacks, the wrestlers always say, right? Thumbtacks is a terrible sport.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt you like a broken leg or like a, you know what I mean?
Or getting a blood disease.
Blood disease, that one next level. But okay, so that's the thing, right? If to me, they skip all the drinking blood thing, they did the staples, and then they move on to the rest of the stuff. Even the barbed wire, I could still
fine. Yeah.
My enjoyment of the match was still okay,
Yeah.
But it threatened to turn me off as well, like what you said, Mr. Yao.
Yeah. The 450 on glass. I'm okay. See, here's the thing too. Like, you 450 on someone's back. Well, this is the back, right? With full of glass.
It's the back.
And then your chest got no blood. Obviously it's sugar glass. It kind of F's logic a bit there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whether it is or not, I get him trying to create a lot of animosity and like having a lot of violence on the guy.
Yeah.
For some reason, right, when I was watching this match and I was seeing like Hangman beat the shit out of Swerve, right? You know what's the first thought that came to my mind?
What?
Django Unchained.
What the Oh no.
I'll just leave it right there.
Right.
I was just thinking like, wow, this scene really from Django, like freaking Leonardo DiCaprio beating the shit out of Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, yeah.
A bit too much,
Interesting. No, and then it was an interesting spot, right? To Jason's point, where Hangman got hung.
Oh yeah. I mean that was a bit scary. I mean, of course, you always say all these hanging segments always get flagged back in the day.
No,
as well.
but it's the white guy getting hanged. It's the other guy.
Really
Tovakin brings up a very good point. Nigel McGuinness had to retire because he got blood disease from a match in which he bled.
Wow, you see?
Hey, can we very quickly shout out Nigel McGuinness, who did an amazing job as the heel announcer?
Yeah. He's doing everything that Corey Graves is doing.
Yeah.
Wade Barrett. Yeah.
It is so I love Nigel McGuinness on commentary. I hated Excalibur on commentary, especially in the next match, which we'll talk about. I don't know why, but his biasness really shone in the next match. It was, and then of course I can't remember. I think one of the first few matches, what's his face? Tony Schiavone was the lead guy, and he cannot lah. I'm sorry
what happened to Kevin Kelly?
Yeah,
what's up with that guy? He's my favorite.
You had a great lead call by play-by-play guy, you know?
Yep.
And you can tell Tony is trying to do more of the Jim Ross.
Take the lead.
The lead, but he cannot. And I would honestly rather Excalibur do it. Even though, Excalibur does the machine gun stuff.
It's the lesser of two evils in your own way.
You can tell Tony Schiavone can't keep up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Don't put old people, no offense, old people in a huge high pressure spot. I mean, to me, someone like Michael Cole still can handle it because since young, he really had this.
Yeah. No, Tony has never been that guy. It's not about age, it's about skill. And his skill set is not there. He's fine as an in-ring announcer.
He's great as an interviewer.
Yeah, but not as a lead announcer. Cannot.
I've always seen him like a Mean Gene kind of character. I thought he can do Mean Gene well, but Mean Gene was never a
commentator.
Announcer.
No,
commentator.
No. Okay, let's very quickly wrap up Swerve, Hangman. Ultimately, did I enjoy the match? Yes. But like you said, to your point, it's a very good observation. I enjoyed it after the first 10 minutes because the first 10 minutes, for whatever reason, was really a turn-off. Maybe we just got desensitized.
Well, my thoughts on this match is this is very it's very surprising for me to kind of be honest with myself and say this, right? But this actually rehabilitated the Cowboy Hangman Page's character in my eyes.
Yeah.
In terms of okay, whatever his issues with CM Punk, aside, right? I mean, of course, my bias for CM Punk will always be there. But I've always thought he was stale especially the last 1 year. He hasn't been doing shit. So if nothing else, right, this Swerve Strickland rivalry brought out in him that fire, that edge, that badassness that he was missing for the longest time, which was the reason why a lot of people like him in the first place. So even though he lost, kudos on him because he is an upper main eventer in AEW, and I think he kind of elevated Swerve.
100%. Swerve looked like a monster in this match, and I think Swerve needs a title shot. Like a lot of people in chat, and I think a lot of people agree that Swerve needs a title shot right now. And you know what AEW is going to do? They're going to forget about him. And you won't see him for... This is freaking AEW booking. Swerve will disappear. You just watch. Now that we are all on the Swerve train, right? He's going to freaking disappear off into the side, don't know where.
Okay, my faith might be misleading, but I have faith that remember my prediction from last episode? World's End.
Oh.
Everyone and their mother is going after MJF for his world title.
Sure.
Look, count on Swerve to be one of those guys, and it's gonna end up in a huge Armageddon Hell in a Cell match, bro.
Okay, sure. I mean, yeah, he might be there, but he's not getting a focused push. He needs the focus push. That's what's important for him.
Because I feel okay, we look at the lineup, the queue for the title.
The queue,
right?
quite long.
We got Samoa Joe. We got Warlow. We got potentially JY. I mean, we'll talk about him later, but he's definitely not gonna be over it.
Yeah.
We got potentially whoever the devil is gonna be.
Yeah.
We might even have a shock Adam Cole.
If
Adam
he's
Cole,
healthy.
Hilton, yeah.
If he's healthy, yeah.
We've already heard Ricky Stark say that he wants to eventually go back for the title again. And then now Swerve Strickland. So there's 7 people. You know what I mean?
That's great and all. But, okay, let's be real here. we earlier talked about the number of contenders in WWE, right? They are
Yep.
all main event contenders. Here, it seems like these are all upper mid-card to mid-card guys contending
I
for
see.
the main title. Doesn't, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I get
it isn't the same. And that's a shame because you had so many opportunities to make Wardlow a main event star,
Yeah.
Hobbs a main event star, and they're all just like not capitalized on talent.
Yeah, so we are cautiously optimistic of Swerve Strickland becoming a main eventer after this,
Yeah.
but we won't put our hopes up. But that's what I'm trying to say. Right?
Okay, so it is interesting though, like with this pay-per-view, especially that match, right? They're obviously like the whatever the censors or the PG, whatever they don't care, right? So like
Yep.
moving forward too, like aren't they up for a TV deal as well? Like
Yeah,
I
they are.
mean, it's very interesting. It's very interesting to see how they can find themselves in a better spot to get their show somewhere. But yeah,
We shall see.
let's move on then with the Golden Jets
Your favorite match of the night?
versus the Young Bucks. Oh yeah, it's absolutely my favorite match. You know what? Like every time the Young Bucks and Omega are in there, it's like I've seen this 1,000 times. It's impressive, it's athletic, but it's the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing new. There's no wrinkle in it. I don't know. To me, the Bucks are cold AF. And then at the end where they turn into these bratty, like annoying, like
Waving
actually,
the chairs around.
that's great for them. They literally
that's
fit that role perfectly as bratty heels, right?
Yeah,
Okay, this was the match that I got ultra annoyed at. What's his face? Excalibur at. Because it's like because obviously the Young Bucks are playing kind of heelish.
Yeah.
But it's like Nigel obviously sides the heels. Who else was calling this match? Huh?
Taz. Don't forget about Taz, bro.
Like when Taz tries to point out something negative about the Bucks because they are heels, you can hear Excalibur like trying to defend them. I'm like, what are you doing? You are the lead face announcer. You should be the one shitting on the heels for being bad guys. But he just can't help it because he's their best friend.
Yeah. This is why, right? When you have to separate business from friendship.
Yeah, it really do.
You-
Like,
In this, at least in this industry, in this environment. Yeah. How are you gonna do your role well if you're gonna be defending your friends even though they are completely different roles from you?
exactly. No, I think it's not about you can't work with your friends. You just have to be professional about it. And when the time comes that, okay, they are the heels, you are supposed to swan them and put them, or not put them down, but, call out their BS, then call out their BS because this is your job.
Yeah. Exactly.
I cannot. And Dovahkiin says, I'm glad they're splitting from the Bucks. No. Splitting from the Bucks means he doesn't wrestle the Bucks anymore. He doesn't need to be involved with them at all. He should be in the main event going against MJF without the Elite.
Yeah.
Doing his own thing. And here's the other thing. I thought, like, I actually legit feel bad about Kenny Omega right now, right? They just signed Kota Ibushi. Is all elite. And I know we didn't talk about the Dynamite episode where they had that ridiculous street fight. I know they are trying to promote the video game, but good fucking God, man. Ibushi looks like shit. Like he is so over the hill, and it's probably because of the years of like injuries and mileage that he's put on his body. But my God, it looks so fake. Him riding a bicycle, tap with the lead pipe.
Do you even know what game this is? Is this even a popular game?
I know it's a popular series. I don't personally play it, but there are 1,000,001 better ways to promote a video game than having the whole thing of him like hitting people with the lead pipe, and then you see his hit. It's not even a hard hit. He hits them, and then they like freaking die. I'm like, wow, stop failing the business. Stop revealing the business. You know what I mean? And to that point, right? They brought him in. What the fuck are they gonna do with him? Like literally, he's one step slower than Kenny. You can see every time they do the run to the corner spot, their favorite spot, right? The golden shower spot, whatever they want to call it. You can tell like he barely can make it up to the ring in one smooth motion like Kenny does, and he's always one step off. So they bring him in. Is he gonna be a solo? Is he gonna team up with Kenny? Because if he teams up with Kenny, there's another anchor weighing Kenny down.
This is tough for New Japan fan lah. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know whether I consider myself a New Japan fan, but I appreciate New Japan wrestlers.
Sure.
But we've seen the weaknesses of Tanahashi being laid bare this year.
Yeah.
Like we've already accepted that he really looks broken now. His legs fucking buckle bow tight,
Yeah.
bow-legged right now. And then now Ibushi
Ibushi.
is very painful to watch because Ibushi was amazing during
Yes.
his pomp and circumstance era, right? And then as I look at Wrestle Kingdom coming up, the main event is still gonna be Sanada versus Naito, and
Yeah.
Naito is like almost 45, 46.
Yeah.
The problem is right, they are having a rejuvenation problem within New Japan. Like even Okada, which is technically is a much younger guy than all of them, have had a lot of mileage because of all the crazy matches that he's had. So even there's the rumors that he might even go to the WWE because of the better on his body, the promise of how Shinsuke is being treated right now. So they might lose their top crown jewel in Okada. So I'm worried for the future of New Japan with their lack of like a new wrestlers. And like it's not just Kenny Omega, right? We have someone like Will Ospreay, who I mean we can mention it briefly, right? Who just got signed. He is someone who I worry for him because he's actually banged up. If you know about his history, you know that he's had very difficult with time with injuries in New Japan, and I think the reason he go to AEW is because he have more control of his schedule. But my problem is that means going to AEW means allows him to still do all those crazy matches. So I foresee him as a signing actually for the now and the future. He can actually be on MJF's level of like number one star. So I'm excited by that possibility. But people need to manage his wrestling, like how they manage Roman Reigns in WWE. So my issues with the Japanese style of wrestling is that you're just gonna break down all these great wrestlers. It's such a shame to see.
And then by the time Tony Khan signs them, because they've had all these amazing matches in Japan, blah blah blah, you're signing a bunch of broken down people. I'll give you a WWE example. It's kind of like if you've never watched WCW in your life, and then all of a sudden this guy called Sting comes in, and oh my god, it's Sting! Wow! And then he goes up against Seth Rollins, and he's this old broken down man. You're like, who the f- is this guy? Right? That's how it is like for me with Tanahashi and Ibushi right now.
What a waste, right?
Yeah, it's an absolute waste. And AEW has the problem of never highlighting their past. Just assuming that you know who this golden shower duo is. Anyway, that was a sidetrack. I just feel like Kenny Omega, like, he's not getting any younger as well. And if there's a time to have him be the champion and the main star, a money-drawing star, it has to be now or soon. And I don't think with the signing of his friends, him just always wrestling the Young Bucks, he might just not be that guy. And I feel like that's a bit of a shame because, as much as I don't like what he does most of the time, I think out of that group, he probably has the most potential to become a main star.
You want to know what's the most frustrating thing?
What?
Talking about lack of continuity in AEW, right? What was the match that Kenny Omega had at All Out? Do you remember?
No.
Right. Well, it was the match Kenny Omega between Kenny Omega and Takeshita.
Right.
Takeshita got the win. He is supposed to be the crown jewel of the Don Callis family, right? Yeah, where is he now? You get it? You get that.
Yeah.
Actually, Kenny Omega did a great job putting over Takeshita.
Yeah.
Why is Takeshita not a Drew McIntyre level in AEW right now? As like the dangerous guy. They are doing the right thing in terms of putting over all this new talent. There are new talent being put over in AEW, but that sustained push, that consistency is the thing that I'm worried that they won't follow up on.
Because Tony lets them go off to do whatever they want to do. So half the time they're not around, So he's getting a great push here, big win. Then after that, spends 5 weeks in Japan. It's
exactly.
That's an issue. Okay, let's move on then. So the Golden Jets are now like the number one contenders. So it'll be an interesting.
Are you happy with Chris Jericho's performance in this match?
Here's what it is. Like at this point, I don't expect too much. I just expect.
You've already tempered your expectations of Chris Jericho now.
Yeah, exactly.
So unfortunate.
Let's move on to the main event because this made the entire show for me, lah.
Okay.
MJF, right, is such a gem. And at such a young age, right? He made me. And here's the thing. There were glimpses of the high-flying MJF. Like, there were moments where he pulled out a dive, did this, did that, right? But it was very rare because he was milking the whole leg injury thing the whole way through, and it was a joy to see. It was a joy to see because this is like we talk about, and actually a little bit later on when we talk to Statement about it, right? He does bring up this whole idea of you don't need to pull out every flippy move that you know, just do it once or twice if the story requires it. Yep. And milk reactions, and he did exactly that. The crowd was behind MJF 100%.
Do you feel like MJF is the perfect modern wrestler who not only bring up that modern work rate in the current era, but also have all these great throwbacks, influences from the past? You think he's, to me, the best modern wrestler right now?
A literal student of the game. I saw a rumor that he quietly resigned. I'm praying that that's not the case, because and they are trying to, like, you can see Tony Khan is just giving him win after win to keep him, please stay, because literally he made this match like what it is. Like, I didn't give a crap about Jay White. And I think he knew that Jay White was not in the position to make this feud even remotely like interesting, right? Yeah. And kudos to Jay White, because I've never said that Jay White is not a good wrestler. He's a really good wrestler. And the thing is, I really didn't care about him in this match. It was all about MJF. And it kind of made him look bad as well, because like everybody and their mother came out to disturb him. He got broken leg. Adam Cole fucked up several times giving the title. You know what I mean? There was so many things working against MJF, and MJF still won. Like, it kind of makes Jay White look like a chump.
Yeah, it does.
So kudos to Jay White for saying okay to all this, because he looked like a complete chump here.
Yeah. So that's why, right? As much as like, okay, I mean, I respect your thoughts about you that you enjoyed this main event. I actually hated this main event.
Oh, wow.
I was so disappointed with this main event.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I was.
Bro, what's going on? Did we swap bodies? What's going on?
Swap bodies, bro. We didn't swap bodies. I think I don't disagree with anything you said about MJF, right? He carried this match. I think he was amazing in this match, but it was a bad use of his character. It was just a terrible use of his character. Because first of all, unnecessary angle that they were trying to do, right? Having his legs injured and all that. I preferred a straight up match.
But do you think they did that because they knew there was no heat going into this match? Jay White is not a credible threat. That's why they had to up the stakes, and they just upped it, albeit in a comedic way, like you say, like a bit forced way.
I don't disagree. Maybe they finally realized, oh shit, actually there's no heat going to our main event. We need to do something.
Yep.
But then the problem is not this angle, is how have you been spending your last 1-2 months of television building up Jay White? Why you have him stealing a title and then making MJ look like a chump, and then on the day itself he can't even put out a great match or like put up a great fight against MJF, right? So that's the booking's problem, right? To me, by the time they did all this angle on the day itself, it's too late already. You really turned me off. Because remember when we were previewing this show, what were we saying? We don't care about the match. I'm actually more interested in what's going to happen after the match. Whether the devil is going to appear, right?
Yeah. No, but we didn't have any devil stuff.
Exactly. So if the devil had appeared, they had stuck to that angle instead. Straight up match, no heat, whatever. Devil appeared, cut a promo, show some hint that it could be someone, or even turn up in the middle of the match and just face to face with MJF. Or, somebody. I mean, shit, I would have loved if he had revealed himself. To me, that's actually a lot of reason why actually people bothered to stay out for the main event. It's not because of Jay White or MJF going to have a great match with Jay White. It's about who's the devil going to be. So they completely avoided that A storyline. They settled on a B storyline.
Last minute.
It's not even B. It's a C storyline. It's like I just jerk off in the morning and I just thought of this idea. You know what I mean? It's that kind of idea. It's the post-nut clarity ideas which are terrible, bro.
Okay, so you're talking about inconsistency in AEW's booking. Gee, it's almost as if we don't talk about that every single week. Look, that's why really it goes back to, if you don't watch the weekly show, just watch the pay-per-view. I think that's the way you enjoy AEW programming. Just watch the pay-per-views, because they will over-deliver one.
Yeah. Again, another reason, if you talk about A storyline they didn't want to do, right? Why didn't they pull the trigger on the B storyline? Why wasn't Samoa Joe featured in the main event, right?
Or
Samoa Joe make his presence felt take away all these people that was trying to cause the shenanigans from Bullet Club Gold, and then have that face off with Samoa Joe and MJF. So there were so many ways they could go about it. I can list down 3-4 more ways, but everything was better than what they eventually did.
Right,
so that's my problem. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I see what you mean. I'll accept that as well.
But I don't take away how great MJF was in, to me, making chicken salad out of chicken shit lah.
So essentially, MJF needs to go to the WWE. Like, for real. Like talent of that level needs to be. Well, I don't know. He does get his way in AEW. So maybe he's like, okay, you know what? I signed 2 more years. I get a great freaking deal, right? And then we'll see how lah.
He's 27 only, bro. He's 27 only.
That's true.
If he were to resign 3 more years and really solidify his run in AEW and then move to WWE in his 30s, I still don't think that it's too late.
True.
Because, again, you know why MJF would want to stay in AEW, right? He will feel that this is his baby.
Yeah.
He grew up here. He will be the number 1 undisputed star in this company, not in WWE.
Yeah. True. I mean, small pond, big fish, small pond type of thing. Okay, so ultimately, I would settle on a 7.5. That might be the highest rating I've given an AEW show in a long time. But you know what? Like I said, I think that their pay-per-views are still way too long. There's too much stuff going on. They are not limiting certain people. Like Orange Cassidy, Jon Moxley could have been off this. I know you hate to hear this, but Julia Hart, Chris Statlander, Sky Blue could have been off this card as well.
Yeah, they can be off that card and be in my room with Alexa Bliss. And
boy,
that's fine. I don't need them to be out in pay-per-view with everyone else.
Boy, yeah, but
Anyway,
and then some more. We didn't even talk about the pre-show. They're doing the Continental Classic type, like you talk about the G1 whatever thing. We won't go into that, but I by and large enjoyed it, and also because I watched this in 3 parts as opposed to watching it in one. Because I think I could not watch this as a 4-hour pay-per-view. I think I would be too bored.
I think as a digestible product, the best way to do it is to, like you say, watch it in parts. For somebody like you, especially, casual fan, right?
For sure.
Okay, I mean, I would say that I would give it a lesser grade, probably give 7 out of 10. For the reasons I've already explained. But one thing that is exciting me coming out of this show, and I know you say you don't want to talk about it, but I can just mention it really briefly. I'm actually low-key excited for Continental Classic.
Okay.
Because of 2 things, right? Because one, during again the post crowd, I do not know why I enjoy watching the post crowd. I enjoy watching the post crowd and see Tony Khan being his crazy self. See all the wrestlers being in character, being out of character. One thing he did address was that Tony Khan said that he does listen to the criticism. He said that for this particular tournament, it's gonna be straight up wrestling. There's gonna be no interference, no bullshit, no DQs, no like no shenanigans, because
so boring.
Well, no, he's gonna keep it all about the in-ring action, right? So he said that we've already shown that we can do hardcore, we can do all this crazy stuff, and there is this is his words, there is an audience for that, but also there is an audience that actually have always wanted that sports-based presentation that we've talked about at the start.
The purists,
so this is, yes, correct. So this is his promise to deliver on that now, and to have this round robin tournament where it's gonna be 12 people, 33 matches. It's really gonna be a crazy, freaking Iron Man of a tournament, and it's all gonna be you either there's a time limit draw, a win, or a loss. We're gonna have disqualifications, so it's gonna be like proper rules, And again, winner is gonna have 3 points. It's like football, 3 points, 1 point, and 0 points. So, and of course, Eddie Kingston laid down the gauntlet, saying that because currently he's the Ring of Honor World Champion and the New Japan Strong, he's gonna unify the title. So every single time he's in a match in this tournament, he's gonna put both titles on the line. So if
the winner of this whole tournament will become the Continental Champion, right?
Correct.
So there's another title?
No. So what they're gonna say, they're gonna consolidate Ring of Honor and Openweight title into the Continental Champion. So that means they all gonna combine to become one lineage.
Correct. So still, it's going to be one new title because Mr. Tony Khan loves his tournaments. He loves his title. Tovakin says he should be Tony Khan. Tournament, like, Tony
Khan. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah,
that's hilarious. That's great.
That's good. Yeah. So I don't hate that, especially if he does deliver on that promise of having straight up matches like a collision match during the CM Punk era, by the way.
With that being said, I enjoyed the pay-per-view, but it's not enough to make me want to watch the next episode of Dynamite or Collision.
I get what you mean. But will you watch World's End if it's a 6-way Armageddon Hell in a Cell match?
Oh yeah, of course I will. I mean, we'll have to do it for the sake of Oh wait, no, we're not.
We don't have to do it, Mr. Yang.
Okay, then I don't know. Maybe I might. No, I will probably pay attention to it, on the periphery, that kind of thing. But okay, so there you go. There's our review of AEW Full Gear. Now, before we say anything, though, once again, the scroller at the bottom is broken, so I want to give a shout out to all our Patreons as always. Thank you so much for helping us keep the lights on. We have a Patreon page. Link is in the description. This Friday, SPW is Viva La Lucha.
Yeah, bro. And of course, we're gonna be at least I'll be there, Mr. Yang. I'm sorry you have to work.
Yeah.
But if you're there, you see me, say hi. I might try to get some interviews post show. I might try to get an interview with your Yumi. Yumi, baby. Know what I mean? But
I'm just is your girlfriend watching this?
You're just trying to dig a hole, bro. I'm just sick, bro. I'm just sick. I'm just gonna say whatever I want today. But anyway,
he's a bit high on meds.
Yeah, probably I'm a bit high on that. But so again, this is our penultimate episode. So next week is actually our season finale. We're gonna review Survivor Series. We're gonna review SPW Viva La Lucha. And for those asking us whether we're gonna have a repeat of the Kick to the Gut year-end party, we will announce something, I think hopefully by next year, Mr. Yang?
Yes, watch this space, watch our socials, Discord as well. Akan datang, the information is coming your way, but free yourself up in the middle of December. We're going to have some fun. We always will have some fun. And I mean, there is the business of the Kick to the Gut Awards.
So all I can say is, if you guys wanna, come hang out with us after the end of the season, like a post-season get together, go sign up to our Patreon because
absolutely
we'll do our announcement there as
well. Tovakin mentions that Stardom and Grapplemex are going to be at AFA this weekend. That's right, the Anime Fest. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Who is going to AFA? Tovakin, I'm sure you're going to AFA. I know you're a giant fan of anime. Personally, I'm not, but apparently my company is going to be there.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Power 98?
No, not Power 98. As in because one of our sister sites, right? They have this virtual girl band called Soda.
Oh yeah,
Soda is gonna be there, bro. I don't know why I'm giving a plug right now, but yeah.
Okay, cool. You know what, Tovakin? Update us on Discord, bro. Let us know what's going on over there.
Absolutely. Okay, talking about the statement, Andrew Tang, we talked to him on Sunday morning. So let me set the context right now, right? It's Sunday morning. That's why, he looks like he just woke up and had a little bit of a drink and whatever. Hey, he's living the superstar wrestler life. What can you say, right?
Yeah. The most important thing, Mr. Yang, do you clean up all the crazy Wi-Fi that happened to him?
Yes, I did.
Episode or not? Oh dear.
So
God.
here we go. We chatted with Andrew Tang, the statement from SPW, of course, and he's gonna break down this upcoming Viva La Lucha event on Friday. So here we go. And hey, we are now joined by the one and only The Statement, Andrew Tang.
Yeah, of course. It's so great to have you back. Statement,
cheers,
I think
guys.
Cheers. I got my plain water already.
Yeah, I got my water.
This is my coffee to the start of the day, man.
Oh my goodness. So
it perks me up.
We need to set the context, right? It is a Sunday morning as we are recording this, and we got the statement right now, having a beer to kickstart the day. How statement is that?
I don't know, and I had a crazy night of partying last night. I can't really remember what the hell happened.
Awesome.
It's all good. It's all good because you're talking to the styling, profiling, limousine running, jet flying, kiss stealing, William Dillon, son of a gun, Singapore's Ric Flair.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know what's cool, because as we're recording this, actually AEW Full Gear is happening at the same time. I caught a bit of it in the morning, and Ric Flair was in the first match, styling and profiling getting involved, man. So timeless, that guy.
Yeah. Hey, actually,
the stars align, when the stars align, that's it. That's my idol. I really wish I can meet him in real life. And can you imagine if the statement got Ric Flair down in Singapore? He parties with me. If he parties with me, it's gonna be the best night of his life. But it could be his last night. It could be the last night of his life.
Oh dear.
I'm a little bit worried. Because No, he doesn't want to drink alcohol and everything. We watch like some YouTube videos and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he's
Sta-
a crazy man. That
sta-
guy, man. Yeah.
Statement before everything is said and done. You, Ric Flair in Singapore, we gotta make it happen.
Yeah, man.
Oh man,
Please.
I
Way too
fucking wish
epic.
it, man. I wish, I wish,
We
I
will.
wish,
We
I
will.
wish.
Okay.
Do you think, Statement, do you think that when you are Ric Flair's age, you will still be like the Ric Flair doing the wrestling matches and, or at least being
Wow.
involved in some way?
Okay, to be honest, Ric Flair's like a cockroach. I have no idea how he can survive. All the things that he does. No,
Yeah.
I'm serious, like all the accidents that happen and stuff, heart attack and everything, wrestling and stuff, he's still alive and kicking, man. Like I
respect,
don't know, man. I don't even know whether I can even live up to that age, man. But
Yeah.
I do my best, man.
Yeah, do your best, man. Yeah. I have no idea how he does it. So I mean, 1975 he had the first plane crash.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
he still survived that, and then he did whatever he
6
done.
months later, right? You recover, he still can wrestle in the ring, man. Shit.
Yeah. It's crazy. I saw an interview he did with the Breakfast Club recently. It's like a black hip hop radio, and then they were talking about how his impact on like hip hop culture as well. So
Yeah.
it's like he keep finding new generation of fans to know about the legend of Ric Flair. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's like Traxxas told me lah. Nation told me like because his trainer is Red Rooster. So that this legendary story about Ric Flair. So Red Rooster was supposed to face like Terry Taylor was supposed to face Ric Flair the main event. So
Mhm.
like Ric Flair came really late and he was very, very drunk out of his mind. So he came backstage. So Terry Taylor was like, "Hey, this is my main event spot. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" Ric Flair is like, "Just chill. Can you just get me a coffee?" That's like, "Okay, I'll get you a coffee." He drank his coffee, all right? He came out of the match, styling and profiling, looking all good. And you know what Terry Taylor said? It was the most tiring match of his entire life. He wrestled for
Wow.
1 hour, man.
Wow.
Wow.
How?
So he's
I
an
have no
Iron Man
idea.
lah.
No, he can't even walk to the arena when they had shit and push him into the arena, man.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
So he just switch on when he's in the ring, just like that. He can make it work.
Yeah, just actually, there's another story. It's just like Stone Cold Tajri told me. I said, "Hey Tajri, do you ever wrestle like for the WWE Championship?" "Yes, I have against Stone Cold." "Oh, really? SmackDown?" "Yes." Stone Cold walk in, very very drunk, very very drunk. I asked Stone Cold, "What do you want to do?" Stone Cold Stunner, Stone Cold Stunner. That's all. I watched the match. Stone Cold looked normal, and yeah, he just hit the Stone Cold Stunner.
You put it.
What the hell?
Wow, hilarious. Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Yeah. Anyway, I got one more
Oops.
question to ask because I heard as well before coming on this recording that we're doing that you were actually in Japan recently attending a DDT event. Is that true?
Yes, I was there to attend the DT event. Yeah, because I wanted to watch Chris Jericho. Yeah.
Yeah,
Live.
was it the main event where it was Chris Jericho and Konosuke Takeshita?
It was cold. This was a cold main event, man. It was like a 6 hour long event. Yeah, but man, I tell you, like the match Chris Jericho had wow, Jericho is really a legend. Like I mean, like some of the stuff he can we do with more intensity and everything, but the spots that he did. Like, wow, he blew my mind. And Jericho had such a big ovation, man. When he came out, everybody was singing to his Judas theme song, man. It's amazing, man.
So he still at his age, he still can have the kind of match he needs to have to get the reaction.
Oh, so charismatic, man. He's so charismatic, man. I became a fan, man. I literally became a fan. We came out and marked out. Literally, I marked out, yeah.
Wow. Okay, before this, you never had like a big opinion of Chris Jericho or what?
I love Chris Jericho. I love Chris Jericho. Yeah, I always think that he's one of the best wrestlers around the world as well. Like the thing is, like, he's so creative. Like he always reinvents his character, new gimmicks, new taglines. He dares to be different. And like, wow, his longevity, man. Like, wow, the Lion Saw, like when he did the stuff, it's amazing. And the match was really amazing. And of course, like the main event was very, very good as well. Like Chris Brooks versus wow, blow my mind, man. Blow my mind, seriously.
Did you manage to speak with him or hang out after the event?
Oh, I didn't get a chance to do that because I didn't want to I mean, if there's a chance to do it, I will. But so I need to make my introduction again. I need to move more to the right.
To your
left.
left, to your left, to your left, to the left, to the left. There you go.
Yeah,
To the left.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, just nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned Chris Jericho because right now, live, I have full gear on the background. It's actually the Golden Jets match, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho versus the Young Bucks, happening right now. So, hey guys, I'm willing to set that aside because I really want to talk to the statement and talk all about SPW. So, willing to make that sacrifice, man.
I appreciate, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing, I want to congratulate you as well. PWI Singapore, one of Singapore, like probably Singapore's first ever wrestler to be featured there. As long as you and Aiden Rex, right? And
Me, Aiden, and Alexis. Alexis is like for the about the women's ranking. Yeah.
Awesome.
Ranking, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So my first question is, do you know beforehand you were gonna be part of the list?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know. Like I didn't know. I just woke up and then like suddenly I got a long list of messages and texts. I'm like, hey, congratulations! And like 491. Oh, I'm like, oh, really? Oh, great. Yeah. But you guys spelled my name wrongly. It's Andruew. It's not Andrew.
Oh my God.
Doesn't matter. It's all good. Like, do your fact check first before you put my name down. That's the thing.
Also, okay, wait. So, what was your reaction? Because clearly somebody from PWI has been following your career, your recent slew of matches. So, do you even know who he was that actually know about you?
I don't know. I really have no idea who he is. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, like to be honest, it's just like, yeah, I mean, it's good. Like it keeps me going, gives me the motivation because like finally I get recognized the skills that I do. Yeah, and of course, like plus the fact that in just Singapore, we only have like so little matches and stuff, so we always go out there, Southeast Asia and stuff like that. And to get recognized is quite a feat for me, lah. I'm just happy for that, lah. He just wants me to just work harder, and I'll just try to do my best to get better and higher up in the ranking. Yeah.
Awesome. In your opinion, what match or what do you think was the thing that kind of like solidified your status in the list? Like made it worthwhile to be on the list? What moment this year?
Wow, I really have no idea. Seriously, I got quite a number of good matches now, but I don't know. I'm not too sure actually. I'm not too sure.
Also, I mean, it's definitely well deserved, lah. It's definitely well deserved.
I just really gonna think back what matches what matches that I had recently.
Okay. To be fair, you're not in the perfect state of mind to recall any matches.
Exactly, right?
I mean, so I don't blame you.
No, I'm fine. It's just like quite a number of matches. We saw the okay.
The
to be honest,
one was it this year?
No, the Tajiri was like a long time ago, man.
Was it it was last year.
You had Tajiri came to Singapore this year as well, but he didn't have the match with you.
I had he didn't came. I had there were some changes, so I had a match with Carlo Cannon.
Oh yeah,
right,
okay,
yeah. No. Like to be honest, right? The match with Carlo Cannon, I learned so much, so much. Yeah, it's about his style is really the WWE's kind of style of wrestling. Yeah. So a little bit story about Carlo Cannon. He's Lansdowne's first student. So he has a lot of connections with all the big stars in WWE. Awesome. Like he shows me Chris Jericho will text him sometimes. Like it's legit. Like he's friends with Chris Jericho lah. So his knowledge, right? He has a wealth of knowledge, and the way he shares stuff, he's one of the most passionate pro wrestlers that I know. And the stuff that he teaches is so damn good. Seriously, yeah.
And Carlo he's just said that Australia, right?
He's from Australia. He just said that he tore his bicep, since he was out for 6 months. Yeah, because he's supposed to be slated to wrestle in Singapore in December. He's such an amazing fella. Like the stuff that we do, it was just magic, just good chemistry together, man. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we heard about Carlo Cannon from was it Straight Sauce, right? Young.
Yes.
I think he was talking about his experience when he was in Australia working with him. So I would love to see a live match with Carlo Cannon.
He's so hardworking. I think he has like 6 jobs. Right?
Oh, really?
6 jobs. He works. He doesn't sleep. Okay. He does online coaching after his work to international wrestlers, and the stuff that he says is amazing. You just need to absorb. Yeah, and he's very, very tough on all the wrestlers, but all his wrestlers are really good. I'm not even joking, man.
Wow.
I've learned so much from him from just one match.
What is his home promotion in Australia?
Vicious Pursuit.
Vicious Pursuit is out of which city? Is it Melbourne or?
It's Melbourne.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Young, next time I'm in Melbourne, I'll
Yeah.
definitely check it out.
Our reporter
So-
on the ground, huh?
So the thing about the thing is, right, when he came to Singapore, all the fans, right, they were like, wow, they say like Carlo needs to come back. They really love Carlo very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. We definitely have to check him out. So he won't be for this coming event, right? The SPW Viva La
He can't,
Lucha.
he'll be out for
Bicep.
6 months. Lah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
biceps, but he's recovering well. So yeah.
Mm.
All right, definitely we'll hope to see that. Okay, let's just jump right in. It's this Friday,
That's right.
SPW Viva La Lucha, 7:30 at your home ground,
Fuchao building.
Fuchao building, right? Can you share with us how it come together? Because of course everyone is excited about the appearance of a former WWE superstar, formerly known as Kalisto, Samuray Del Sol. So tell us about how that deal came about.
Okay, like I told you, man, I always told you guys around the man, the connections, man. I'm always well connected. The connections, no, I'm serious. And also apparently, like when I was in Japan and I was in Kyushu, right? So apparently at that point of time, DDT booked Kalisto,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
And Fasad, you remember Fasad? Fasad, the guy, the Neon Ninja guy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's from a long time ago. Yeah, he's good friends with Kalisto, lah. So he was telling Kalisto, like, hey, you should meet up with Andrew Tang, lah. You're gonna have a good time. You know, he's a nice guy, nice chef and everything. So Kalisto messaged me, but he was in Tokyo and I was in Kyushu already.
Mm.
So he wanted to meet me. So I was
what a
like,
waste.
I just reached Kyushu. So I want to take a flight down to Tokyo lah, to
Yeah,
find him lah. So we just connected on Instagram and apparently he hit off lah. And then apparently, like, you know, he was telling me about his rate and stuff. I'm like, hey, why not, man? 11 years anniversary, if the time is right, if it's good. Why not? Let's bring you down. Because he's such a nice guy. Like, I can see he's genuine, man. He was teaching me a lot of stuff about, you know, wrestling and WWE and everything. So, like, hey, man, I think it's going to be a good chemistry. I think it's going to be a big draw. It's Kalisto, man. Yeah.
Wait, you had that connection over Instagram.
Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I was like, you know, I was thinking, I was like, hey, a little bit of drinks. And, you know, sometimes when I make, to be honest, like, I make bookings, you know, when I drink, I have some good ideas. And then, like, when I talk to some wrestlers, I talk to them, I say, hey, I'm going to book you. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll book you. And apparently, all the time when I gamble, in a way, I call it a gambling, because sometimes you might not know whether the person can draw or not draw, right?
Right.
But it all works. It all works.
I think you give yourself a bit more credit. Like, it's probably an intuition that you have after so many years of booking people and working with people. It's you can feel one.
Correct. To be honest, right, it's 11 years. Like, for me, I'm always about going all out, especially like it's the anniversary show. I mean, I don't really care the budget, but it's going to be going all out because I feel like, you know, I just want to like thank the fans,
Right.
for everything. Yeah, that's about it, you know,
So for Samuray Del Sol, I mean, of course, we know about his career from WWE. We know he's close friends with Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks. What has he been doing since he left WWE? Like, where is his home promotion? Where does he wrestle usually nowadays?
I think he's freelance. He wrestles everywhere, man. Like, taking a look at his Instagram and everything, he's wrestling in Impact. I think like last year he was wrestling in Pakistan, man.
Wow.
Pakistan is huge.
Pakistan is a wrestling scene.
More than 20 or 30 international wrestlers, you know, and the stage is huge. Chris Masters was there. I saw a lot of other big wrestlers, man, like Sam Gradwell. Quite a number of big name wrestlers were there, man, and the stage is huge, man. There's like fireworks, pyro. Whenever they go, there's like armed security guards and stuff. Like,
wow.
Guns. Yeah.
Pakistan, I wouldn't expect Pakistan to be
It was really good.
Yeah.
More than 20 over wrestlers from different countries were booked over there for the show, man. Yeah.
What's their home promotion there? Or do they have a home promotion?
Well, I can't really remember the name of the promotion, but yeah. It was huge.
I wouldn't have had that on my bingo card, you know, Pakistani wrestling promotion. Wow, that's amazing. Okay. Do you want to dive right into like the card? Because I I'm looking at your Instagram page. I don't see like a lineup or a card. Is that something that you can send across to us and we can like talk about it as well?
Well, I mean, there are a few of the
it's-
matches listed already, so we can go through them, and then if there's anything
Yeah.
missing, you can fill it in.
It's all there. All the matches are already up already.
Or in order?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
In order, yeah.
let's start here with the 24/7. Obviously, all this is not in order, lah. But 24/7 championship match, battle royale match. Oh my goodness! Look at the amount of beef in the ring. Wow, I mean, because Big T is the champion, lah. So somebody
yeah.
you're
He's
very
the
familiar
champion.
with.
Big T, come here. Big T is the champion.
Alamak.
Oh my
He's the
god.
champion. He's
You
big-
literally have Big T with you.
For
Statement
just one night only, he's lucky to be partying with me, lah. So he's gonna enjoy.
Big
Oh
T,
my
the
God.
champ.
Like that. Big T.
Yo, wait, Big
The
T,
big bear.
I think you need to stand right behind Statement so we can
Behind,
see you in the
behind,
frame.
Yeah.
You have to come
Yeah.
right
Behind.
Yeah, there you go.
Behind. It's behind, not in front. Are you dumb? Can you
I think.
yeah, it's probably a little bit stupid.
Oh,
lah,
there
but
you
yeah.
go.
Hi, Big T.
Hey, you really contact him
Hello.
up. What's up, Big T? I hope you're okay.
Yes, it's okay. He's fine. Yes, he's fine.
We don't see eye to eye, but something about us, we respect each other. That's
Okay.
why when I won the 24/7 championship, he let go of my contract
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
because I proved to him that I am not a loser. And speaking of losers, those people that are involved in the battle royal, they will not have the chance to become the 24/7 champion because the moment I won that belt, it has become the most prestigious belt in SPW. Multiple men came, they will not win it. It's gonna be with me forever.
Nice.
So, boss.
That's good. That's
Forever champ, let's
That-
go.
that's good. So later, I'll probably like pour some alcohol on him and just do a schoolboy 1, 2, 3 and he's knocked out lah. And then the new 24/7 champion right here, right now.
There you go. My God.
Jokes. Yes.
All right. So clearly Big T has been emancipated. He's a free man, but he's also I guess he's kind of like rolling and partying with the champ now that he's also a champ, huh?
Yeah, champs
Yeah,
hang
so
out with champs,
kinda-
right?
I kind of like see him eye to eye. I mean, I'm not a champion, no belt and anything, but I don't need the belt to show that I'm a champion. because
Exactly.
I know I'm the top guy, and I know I'm the champ. The champ in my
Nice.
heart. That's all that matters, baby. Yeah.
Awesome.
A quick question, So
Yeah.
Yes.
you guys renamed the title because previously it was a different name, right?
NBC
NBCB,
championship,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Big T wanted to rename the title lah because he feels that he wants to be a fighting champion. He wants to, defend the belt 24/7. So
Right.
he wants to make a statement of the belt lah. So he
I
just
see.
changed to 24/7
Ah.
championship lah. Yeah.
You know, Statement as a marketing guy myself, right? I feel like now that the NBCB title is not there, I think a good opportunity to get more sponsor. Make this 24/7 open to sponsorship. So every year got a new branding.
New
like
sponsor.
like the
Yeah,
Power
that's-
98 24/7 championship.
Yeah,
Property Guru 24
that's a very, very good idea. I guess it's a very good idea, man. Yeah.
yeah. Hey, I just say try it out, man. Good branding, good
Yeah.
exposure for the you guys and also for whichever company that wants to promote.
There
Why
you
not?
go.
Yeah, man. You never
Uh,
know.
Let's talk about all the would-be contenders because I'm looking at all the
All right.
people listed, right? And I'm like,
All right.
do they logically have a chance against Big T? Like, you know what I mean? So okay, you got
Please name me the competitors and I'll just try to break down for you.
okay.
I'll
Come.
give you my thoughts about them. Yeah.
Trickster, Kyle Black.
Trickster.
Mm.
Trickster. Oh my god. Are you serious, lah? Like,
He's
seriously,
there.
lah. The size of Mighty Mighty's thigh, right? It's really bigger than his whole entire body. Like, do you really think
Exactly,
that he has a chance to go against Mighty Mighty? The only time, maybe if he does his magic like fire slap to the face, then probably there's a chance to win that. But if not, like, man, I really don't know. Can't even carry Mighty Mighty. How? What can he do to Mighty Mighty? How can he bring the big man down to size, Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What about Meta?
Wow, Meta. I mean, he has heart. He's a superhero, but I don't know, like, he's not Superman, so he doesn't have like super magic powers to lift
Sure.
Big T lah. So I don't know. I don't think he has a chance as well, to be honest.
Ooh.
I don't think he has a chance as well. Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
the odds.
he probably right need to make a phone call to like the B grade Justice League, right? And then they'll come down and they'll help him lah. So yeah,
Okay.
and then he has a chance now.
This is only shot. What about Iman?
Iman's is one of my newest training. He just returned back from his injury because I think a few events ago he did a leapfrog and he landed wrong and he dislocated his knee. But yeah, he's one of my top rising stars. Yeah, I mean, I wish him all the best. I don't know what might happen.
How old is he, by
I
the
just
way?
wish him all the best.
He looks really young.
He's quite young. He's quite young.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, for me in wrestling, I don't really ask the age of my wrestlers. Because to me, I just feel the age is just a number. As long as you're good inside the ring, you're good inside the ring. So I don't really ask my wrestlers the age. But
All right.
I think it's around 20-something, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Nick Wayne is doing well.
Early
so-
20-something. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
for sure.
Talk to us about, am I pronouncing this right? Ricky Malik.
Ricky Malik just it's a new debutant for SPW.
Oh.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's like a aristocrat.
Oh, yeah.
He's like an aristocrat.
I was about to ask you because I see him wearing a suit in the promotional poster here. I'm like, okay. Got suit, got vest, got jacket. A bit too much, but you know what I mean.
But he wrestles in the suit. That's the cool thing.
What?
He wrestles in the suit, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
So he taking notes from Christian Cage lah. He's with the turtleneck. Should wrestle with turtleneck as well.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah. He's good. I mean, he has been training with us here
Alright.
and there. He wrestled SPW. He went to AEW, but repackaged, and now he's Ricky Malik.
Oh.
It's a whole different ball game, man.
You know,
Okay.
you know what I want to see? I want to see Ricky Malik fight against a returning colonizer. I think that would be an interesting
Oh yeah,
gimmick.
man. Yeah, man.
It would be a gimmick.
The Malay aristocrat versus the Angmor aristocrat. So
Yeah.
let's see who's gonna win.
The
It's
battle
like
of the
Bridge
gonna come on
aristocrats.
Yeah,
Who's
man.
gonna come on top? Yeah.
This is like
Yeah.
Bridgerton, Singapore. I can't wait.
Oh my god. What Sane is this right? Sane RH?
Yeah, same like Hitch. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is
One
he the
half
tag
of the
team
Wolf
partner
Ram.
with Riz? I think they were in
Yes,
the same team,
Wolf-
right?
Oh, the
Ram
Wolf
Cartel,
Ram.
man. Wolf
Right,
Ram.
right.
Okay.
They
So
are apparently they have some connection with the mafia since young, lah.
Mm,
This is the cartel, lah.
correct.
Yeah, but I have no idea where if there's a cartel in Singapore, lah. But I
Some cartel somewhere lah.
don't know
Yeah.
for which mountain they're from a cartel. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
right. There you
is
go.
so we are having Riz and Sin RH together. Are they gonna be on the same page, or is the title gonna kind of tear them apart?
I'm sure they're gonna be on the same page, lah. You know, so maybe
Mm.
they have a good chance. You know, maybe because for the both of them, like winning one title, it could mean for the both of them, like that time when Jeff Jarrett and China they both held the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Remember, there was one time, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So they're gonna be co-holders if they were to win the title. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Jeff Jarrett or is it Chris Jericho in China? I can't remember.
Chris
Jericho.
Jericho in China. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jericho in China.
I'm
Jarrett
sorry.
had a
I'm
feud
sorry,
with
I'm
China.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
no worries.
sorry. I'm getting a little bit old, lah. Yeah. But
Haha.
you get the point, right?
No, we
Yeah,
get the
we
point.
get
We get the point. One more. CBK is in this match as well. What are his odds?
Oh man, CBK is a guy to look out for, man. He's an underdog, man. Like, wow, I can tell you, like, I'm really impressed with his skills and everything, like,
Mm.
stuff that he does. He's a new debutant, but yeah, he's. But I can't get the angle right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Center
good?
is
Now
fine.
you
Yeah,
There
okay.
you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He has a good chance. I guess he has a good chance of winning.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we've talked about each and everyone and all their chances, right? But what if all of them gang up on Big T? Because this is a battle royale. These type of things happen.
And then good luck to BT lah. I'm definitely not gonna go. I'm definitely not gonna go down and waste my time to save him from the match because I'm gonna be in the main event, you know. Yeah,
Clearly.
man.
Clearly.
He has to fend for himself the title lah. So yeah.
I love how he went from like, Big
But
T's
Big-
my guy to,
but
I
Big-
don't care.
But Big T is a big bear. Big bear. Yeah, remember when he's my guy, but the fact is I hired him as my bodyguard
Yeah.
and my personal assistant.
Yes.
So I really don't care, man. His job is to help me win. You know, my job is to not help him win, right? He's working for me.
I see.
Right? So Get that clear. Yeah.
Right, there
For
you
sure,
go.
for
The
sure.
hierarchy, the hierarchy. Okay.
Hierarchy. Yes.
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 There you go. That's your 24/7 championship match. Big old battle royale featuring Big T and everybody else. Okay, let's move on to this tag team match right now. The Horrors, the Butcherman and Dr. Gore versus Bryson Blade and CK Vin.
Ooh.
Well, I just had some news to share.
Oh,
Blade that got suspended.
he got
He
suspended.
got suspended from SPW. Yeah, because he was attacking referee Ryan.
Oh,
Ayo, poor referee Ryan.
So Blade is suspended out of SPW because I cannot tolerate this kind of nonsense. The GM Kalahela cannot tolerate this kind of nonsense. So he's suspended for the
Right.
time being.
Okay,
So the
okay.
question is who's going to be CK Vin's tag team partner?
it's a very good
Oh,
question. Do we know?
So
Ah.
come on the 24th of November and you will find out.
All right, looking forward to that.
That's right. Mystery. The question is, who would team up with CK Vin? I mean,
Yeah, that's a question.
I don't know. Yeah, anybody who wants an opportunity to get a win over the Horrors, because by beating the Horrors, they can say that they can be a number one contender against CDK, right? The tag team champions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and the Horrors as well is like an established, at this point, a veteran tag team in
Yeah.
SPW as well. So it's a big
I mean,
win.
his tag team partner to be from Malaysia, from
Mhm.
Thailand, from Vietnam,
Ooh.
from around the world. Anyone who wants to step up to the plate can just step up to the plate and team up with CKV.
I
right?
see. Okay. I think no one in Singapore wants to work with him, lah. So probably somebody overseas.
I have no idea, lah. I have no
Okay.
idea, man.
We shall see. Okay, that will be very interesting. So am I clear to understand that this match is almost like a number one contender championship for like the tag team title? So whoever wins will go on. All right. Okay, looking forward to that.
Let's talk about this four-way right now. International four-way match, yes. Big Good Jack, Chris Weiss, who I'm not very familiar with. Please fill us in on Chris Weiss in a bit. Destroy Dama and Ho Ho Lun.
Ooh, Ho Ho Lun is back.
Yes. Tell us a little bit more about Chris Weiss.
Chris Weiss is a 0-1 heavyweight champion, so he has been staying in Japan for such a long time. So he came in Japan as a left way fighter, like a legit fighter,
Oh,
like
wow.
kickboxing.
Muay Thai.
Yeah, so
left
he
way, yeah.
he came in with Hartley Jackson. So Hartley Jackson is a big time coach lah. I mean, he used to be a big time coach in Australia, and then he was the coach for he was coaching at WWE Performance Center as well. And then he went back to Japan. So yeah, I wrestled with Hartley Jackson, man. He gave me the hardest power driver I ever had in my life.
Whoa.
If you actually watch the video, my eyes roll back like the Undertaker lah. That was a
Wow.
very, very memorable moment lah. Yeah. So yeah, he's good friends with Chris Weiss. Chris Weiss is one big nasty fella, man. He is crazy. The way you see him work, oh my god, he is a star. The presence, the body, the intensity, man, I'll tell you, he's a force to be reckoned with, man. I'll tell you,
Yeah, man. From some angles, he reminds me of Hardcore Holly a bit. He got
But
that.
he
got that look.
kind of from some angle he kind of reminds me of Johnny Sins lah. But yeah,
Johnny
Johnny
oh my
Sins.
god, yes! Just because he both
I'm just
Johnny Sins.
I'm just being very truthful, right?
Sure,
I mean, like, take a look at him, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, in terms of physique, right? Who do you think has the bigger physique? Is it Chris Weiss or Destroyer Dharma in this case?
It's different. I think Chris Weiss is leaner,
Leaner.
and taller. Yeah, leaner and taller. But Destroyer Dharma is huge, lah. It's huge.
Also. Okay, so we got a lot of meat in this match.
And we got Ho Ho
except-
Lun.
Yes, and we got
Except
Ho-
Holun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel a bit bad for him, right? Because he is like the smallest guy in there. I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna get squashed by all three of them.
Yeah, but I mean, Ho Ho Lun, don't count Ho Ho Lun out, man. Ho Ho Lun is a very, very smart man. He
Got the veteran.
wrestles with his brains, right? You know what I mean?
That's true.
He wrestles with his brain. He's a veteran as well of the sport, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
You
he's
never know
the
what he can
wily
do.
veteran, trying to outfox all of them.
Yes, of course, of course.
Awesome. Also, is there anything on the line in this match, or is it more of like a showcase, international showcase, as you
No,
mentioned?
it's for the 0-1 heavyweight
Oh.
championship.
Oh, okay. So you
Yes,
have his
yes.
title on the line as well. Okay, that'll be really interesting.
Wow.
Tell
Tell us about Big Good Jack's chances, because yes, we talked about him being like this like really high potential guy, right? And
Yeah.
I guess compared to the other three guys in this match, he's still the youngest. He's still the one with the least experience.
Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, Jack has been going around the world, has been traveling, like he's building up his experience, he's training hard. I think that there might be a chance that he can win, because anything can happen in a fatal 4-way match, right?
True.
Like suddenly, if someone, if you're being opportunistic, someone hit the guy with a finisher, you throw the guy out, 1, 2, 3 pin, and that's it, you become a new champion. Just like how I remember in Wrestling City Asia KL, that's how I outsmarted and win my belt, and I pinned Masa Takanashi. After Seaman ended the Meteora, throw him out and pin 1, 2, 3, and I am the champion again.
Nice.
It's about using your brains, right? Sometimes.
Awesome. Okay. We will ask you who are you rooting for in this match, but we'll probably I want to ask you, like, what does the 0-1 World Heavyweight Championship mean in terms of prestige? Like, how big is this promotion?
It's prestigious. 0-1 has been around in Japan for quite a while. Well, it's a very long time, actually. At least more than 10, 12 years, I guess. Yeah. Because long time ago, 0-1 was partnering up with Hong Kong Wrestling for Hong Kong HKWF, like host
Hong
promotion.
Kong. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that means, right, there has a 50% chance a Singaporean will probably win this championship. So that is pretty good odds, I would say. I would say it's pretty good odds.
Did you just throw
Yeah,
Steiner
high
man
chance.
out there?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But it's true, 50%, 4 people,
Correct.
Dani Dama, Destroyer Dama, sorry, and Big
Yeah,
Jack,
yeah,
right?
50%.
Yeah.
Correct lah, 50% lah.
Okay.
Not throwing China match here first. Steiner match, no. Okay.
Okay, come, let's move on and take a look at another match right now for the SPW Singapore Championship. Okay, this is very interesting. When did Shivam become the Singapore champion? Did I
Mr.
miss
Young,
one?
Mr. Young, you didn't come to the last show.
Oh, yeah, that's
Mr.
right,
Young.
yeah.
Very sad. I'm very, very sad, lah. I'm very, very sad.
I-
I invite you guys to come to my show, but you guys don't come. I'm so sad.
Statement, can you
I'm
go and...
crying already.
I'm
I'm
so
crying
sorry
already.
for making the statement
There's
cry,
a
but
tear in my eye.
Ric Flair.
can you please have a meeting with my boss and ask him to let me go on Friday nights?
Okay, I'll try to do my best. I'll try to do my best.
Let
we
him
can have
feel
it
the
on-
yeah. Let him feel the yeah.
we can have SPW events on Saturday night. That would be the best. Perfect.
No, sorry, I don't really like do I don't really like do Saturday nights. I felt like Friday night, because Friday night everybody after work they want to unwind. and
Friday night
just
crowd
come down
lah.
and drink. Yeah, I don't like do shows on Saturdays. Like, to be honest,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Saturday, like everyone always got some party or
I
something
got
to
some
go
plan.
to. Plans,
Or like
yeah.
Friday, I party too hard. Next day, I
Yeah.
just want to rest it. I want to sit in.
Yeah.
That
Fair
kind
enough,
of
fair
thing,
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then Mr. Young is on to Mr. Young to either leave his job or to go change his work cycle.
Okay, I do it for you, Andrew. I do it for you. I leave my job because of you.
No, please don't.
Okay, let's talk about this one. Shivam, Black Arrow, Singapore Championship. Fill me in. When did Shivam become the Singapore champion?
No, the last show, lah.
Okay.
So I've
the-
I've seen Shivam also, like, he's been kind of getting a lot of victories across the region as well in different
Yeah,
promotions.
I can. He won 3 championships right now. He's
Wow.
Shivam 3 belts, man.
Wow.
Well, I can tell you, right? I wrestled Shivam. I knew him for a long time. So when I was having I wrestled him in the first. My very first match was a 6-man tag. Like, I can't remember. I think with Dick Togo as well. I can't remember.
Nice.
I really can't remember the match. Man. Sorry, man. I don't keep track of matches. I have like so many matches. that
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
done. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So I was a young boy, and then I wrestled with him one time, one-on-one. I think that was part of a Wrestle Square. It's called Bangkok Shoulder Wrestle Square, and at the point of time, Gato move. Yeah.
Oh, yes,
it was
Gato move.
It was my first encounter with him. It was very good. I took him to the limit. I got a victory, and then after that, fast forward, I had 3 matches with him recently, like over last year. Yeah, first match. I think I can't remember who got the win, but I know one win, and then finally we got this 2 out of 3 falls match.
Rubber
Man,
match.
I can tell you, if you guys, I can just send you guys the link. Like, the stuff that we do inside the ring is mad, man. Especially the 2 out of 3 falls. There was so much emotions and intensity. Yeah, inside the match. Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
like Shiva because I saw him live and he giving me this he's like the ace of Thailand almost, like the way he
He
wrestles,
is
like
he
right.
is the ace of Thailand full stop. Yeah, he's so dedicated to pro wrestling. Like, man, he's so disciplined. He doesn't party. He wrestles, and he listens. The most important thing about being a wrestler is to listen to feedback. Yeah.
Yeah, really really good. So
Even Tajiri told me, right? Tajiri told me that he's one of the best wrestlers in Thailand. Like, yeah, period. Yeah.
nice.
Even CDK told the promoter lah. Shibam is really good lah. Yeah.
And-
He is very good.
Go ahead, Foreign.
Yeah, it's
Oh
it's
yeah. Story.
Yep.
Very funny. Okay, I remember the second match I lost to him, so the rubber match was the third one. So it's for the AWGC Junior Heavyweight Championship. So the funny thing was I kind of helped Shivam make a proposal to his girlfriend. So the storyline was I lost in the match, right? I could have win the AWGC Junior Heavyweight Championship. Then I say, yeah, I'm not happy. I want to have a rematch. Okay, so if you're not going to give me the rematch, right, I'm going to take something precious out of your life. I grabbed his girlfriend. I brought her to the ring. And I say, Shivam, if you don't come out and give me a rematch with the AWGC Junior Heavyweight Championship, you know what's going to happen tonight? You know what I said? I say, boom, 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 boom. I want her in my room and I'm going to party all night long. Yeah! And then he came out. Okay, he came out. He chased me off the ring. And you know what the fuck happened? He proposed to her.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Respect.
It's on video as well, but I don't share, like, you know, I don't like to share my stuff. Like, you want to watch my shit, you watch my shit. Yeah, but yeah, that's the story, you know. Yeah.
Statement, you know, nothing will make a guy propose to their girlfriend than knowing that they might lose her anytime. So
Do the statement, huh?
that's a great bro, man. In a way.
Yeah, hey, bro. It is in character understatement. Okay, in real life, I don't do stuff like this. This is called sexual harassment. This is called sexual harassment. I don't want to go to jail and go and like sexual harassment and stuff, huh? Okay. Yes.
That's pretty. That's a pretty cool story.
Hey,
I mean,
but it's cool, right?
It is.
So Shivam always remind me. Well, he said like because he's having his wedding on the 16th of December, but on the 16th of December we might have a special show.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't say much yet. I need to finalize the details. So I'm a little bit sad. If I'm not doing that show, I will definitely go down and go to his wedding because Shivam is a good friend of mine.
Right.
Yeah.
all right. I mean,
if any wrestling fans want to have their proposal in a ring somehow, please reach out to the statement. He'll make it happen for you.
No. But for the wrestling fan, right? If they want me to do it. Hey, bro, I need to party. I need my money for the ladies. I need the money for the alcohol. So cash.
There you go.
cash only.
But
Cash
about
only.
cash, right?
statement is open to the idea.
No,
He will help.
I'm serious, right? I'm not like an OnlyFans girl where I can just post out pictures and like Sims will just pay, right? But hey, I hard work. I need to go out, plan a script, and be in character, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, we spoken all about Shivam.
Yes.
I want to know what is Black Arrow's chances in this match, you know?
Hey, man, Black Arrow is the OG of pro wrestling, of Singapore pro wrestling, man. He did not drop.
Crazy guy.
The way he fights, he's so intense. He's also very passionate about pro wrestling.
He's very fearless as well, the way he fights.
I love him. I love him like a brother, man. He's so good. Yeah. He's so hardworking. He puts in the effort. It's just natural. So like I tell you, like this match for the both of them going inside the ring, oh my god, it's gonna be amazing. It could potentially be the match of the night, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
Man.
One thing I like about Black Arrow, I mean, we've all heard about his comeback story, a very inspirational story as well. And in a way, when he won the Singapore Championship, I recall, I think it was against Dharma, if I'm not wrong. Or was it Big Good Jet? No, it was against Big Good Jet, I remember. It was like, the crowd was so split because everyone loves PGJ, but like Black Arrow's story also is really really emotional as well, and like it's almost like a feel good story that he's carried throughout this year. Do you feel like now if he has a chance to kind of get this rematch back, do you think his chances of winning the title is still there, or do you think he's meant for even better things going forward?
Sorry for Black Arrow, is it?
Yes, for Black Arrow, yeah.
I think his chances is good lah. I say, like, I think he's definitely, eventually he'll definitely be able to challenge for the SPW Southeast Asia Championship lah. I mean, the time is right. If you watch his match with Aiden Rex, it was crazy. It was fucking crazy match.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say in terms of the local wrestlers, Black Arrow definitely feels like he could be a future like title contender, especially for the main title. One of the biggest, like in terms of connection, he's there. His moveset is really great.
Yep.
He's a really fun wrestler to watch in the ring as well. So I really like his chances in the match as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's really great.
Okay, talking about Aiden Rex, let's jump to this one right now. The SPW Southeast Asia Championship match. Okay, we all know Aiden Rex. We all know how good he is. Tell us a little bit more about Zombie Dragon. Where did you?
Zombie.
Yeah, where did you get Zombie Dragon from?
Apparently I was like, I went to the witch doctor and then I just like had some spell on me, and then like suddenly like got connected with this like the darkest realms of pro wrestling, and then suddenly like this guy called Zombie Dragon came and talked to me and said he wants a booking, he wants to come to Singapore lah. So I'm like, oh, okay, no, but seriously, he's from Middle Kingdom Wrestling. No, I mean, if you watch his promo, that's what he says, right? Like,
okay.
From the realms of like, yeah. So I'm just trying to cut.
Where's MKW from? Like which country?
Middle Kingdom Wrestling, China. You should check them out, man. Yeah, the promotion is huge, man. They got quite a lot of big wrestlers coming down, and the promotions, man.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wrestle. I'm gonna wrestle them. I'm gonna wrestle at the promotion on January 27.
Okay, right.
I'm gonna fight for the MKW belt and World Championship.
Wow.
Nice.
Imagine Statement, the champion of the Middle Kingdom, huh?
Always, I mean, it's gonna be a walk in the park. I mean, if you watch my promos on Instagram against the champion, I mean, take a look at him. Do you think that he has a chance against the Statement? I am the god. I am the god of Singapore wrestling, man. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, shit, yeah.
If you win their title, do you have to start speaking Chinese?
I don't want to speak Chinese. Why should I speak Chinese? I want to do whatever I want, right? I want to do whatever I want. I'm the champ. You gotta listen to me, all right?
There you go, for sure.
So, okay, what kind of wrestler is the Zombie Dragon? Like,
what's his style?
Yeah, what's his style?
He's a little bit, he's quite a high flyer as well. Yeah. But he has this very special venom that he spits from his mouth.
Is it?
Yeah. He got the misting powers, huh?
Mist powers. I mean, if you take a look at what his, I'm looking at the promotional photo right now, right? Like, he has a really cool mask on. It's like in the shape of a dragon, and his teeth are green, and then there's like blood or whatever it is dripping down his chest.
Pretty cool visual, I must say. It really looks
it's very unique. Like I say, it's very, very unique. Yeah, it's a unique trailer. Yeah.
Does he wrestle with the mask, or he take out the mask?
He wrestles with the mask.
Wow.
That's why he's the Zombie Dragon, yes.
Wow, okay. I'm actually looking forward to him. I'm looking forward to how his style is gonna clash with Aiden Rex as well. It's gonna be a pretty interesting matchup.
Well, I mean, Aiden Rex himself is a high flyer, and obviously he has all the submission skills as well. So this is gonna be a super fun, exciting match. Definitely something to look out for.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Okay, come, Foreign, you all right?
Yeah, I'm just reading up about this MKW promotion. Very interesting.
I thought he got sucked into the visual of this Zombie Dragon. He can't take his eyes off it. But
it's the neck, bro.
It's the neck. You know what I think it actually is? Foreign's not telling us, but he's actually looking at the poster of Yuki.
Kamifuku.
Yeah.
That's why.
I'm pretty sure of that.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure of that.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm pretty sure of that.
That's actually what he was doing.
You caught me, guys.
I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Foreign, I got some good news for you.
Oh, yes.
So apparently, because Yuki is a good friend of mine, so apparently, she just launched a special photo book.
Oh.
And I'm the first Singaporean to get her special photo book. Lah. So the special photo book, right? Wow, it's value for money. Lah. For just only $30, you can see her in very, very artistic photos, I can say.
Oh.
I
And
see.
pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will the photo book be
And-
available?
and- And
Yes.
yeah, she's only bringing 30, so only for 30 lucky fans. Please
Mm.
support her. Yes.
All right. I mean,
Ah.
statement. If I'm there this Friday, you connect me with her. I can maybe get her a bit of a soundbite for an interview if she's okay with
Oh,
speaking in English.
Sure, no problem. I'm the one with
But
the
yeah,
connections.
Yuki, right? I remembered the previous time I saw her in SPW. She really reminded me of Stacy Keebler. I remember her legs.
With the legs.
Yeah, with the legs. She has incredible I would
So-
say physique, right?
Sorry,
Stature.
sorry. Stacy Keebler, Yuki Kamefuku, please. Yuki Kamefuku any time of the day. Lah. Yuki Keebler can step aside, lah. Please.
All right,
sorry.
step aside.
Ooh.
Step aside.
The statement always prefers his Asian food, like Asian flavor.
I love it.
Okay,
I ain't gonna
That's
disagree
me.
with you there.
That's
I ain't gonna
me.
disagree.
That's me.
Let's talk about the match. Okay.
Let's talk
Let's talk
about
about the match. Yuki and Alexis Lee, of course, Queen of
Like
Asia.
guys, it's like lebih lagi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
just
you
a
can
little
hear
bit.
us? All right.
Okay, so this is a rematch. We were there for the first match, Foreign,
Yes, it
right?
was. I remembered.
So okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying so Alexis, I recall in that match was showing some heel tendencies.
Well, I
been
mean,
showing
she's-
heel tendencies recently, right?
Correct. She's been showing a lot of heel
Yeah.
tendencies recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is her mindset going into this rematch in terms of defending her crown right now?
I mean, I think right now she just really wants to get another win.
Mm.
But she
Oh,
makes a point. She wants to win back the title. She wants the championship because I think it's like redemption for her.
yes.
And like I've been following her career recently. Like she even went to like the TJPW, this women's tournament. She went to the finals. Yeah,
Wow,
so
okay.
I think when it's a very different Yuki lah. I see lah, and I can tell you the way she talks to me, she's always trying to learn more stuff, asking me for advice as well. And she wants to learn different style of wrestling, and she's putting in the hard work and everything. So I think she might have a very good chance to win against Alexis lah. I mean, she's
Wow.
fired. I mean, there's no way she will try to. There's no way that she will lose a second time. I mean, if you have a taste of defeat the first time, you have a sour taste of defeat.
Right.
You definitely want to rise up to the occasion and prove to everyone that you can win this, right? But can you imagine if she wins the Queen of Asia Championship?
Yeah.
The title will be in TJPW.
Wow. In Japan. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Eyeballs on the SPW, right?
all right. So is this not a prediction? Is this a spoiler? Are you saying that?
No, I mean I don't know lah. I really don't know.
Yeah.
How
Hey,
would-
you
how would I
can't
know?
sell.
How would I know? Do you think I'm like? Do you think there's this crystal
Crystal
ball? Right?
Crystal ball.
Yeah, then I'm
Yeah.
come on with I just know.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, don't sell Alexis Lee short also. She's been a champion this long for a reason, right?
Yeah, I mean she's undisputed the top female wrestler in Singapore. She's also featured in PWI as well.
Hey! Her PWI ranking is higher than Yuki Kamifuku.
Exactly.
Ooh,
See?
wow.
So don't sell her short, huh?
better. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we've got some street
Don't
cred here.
don't sell the bag of bones short. I tell you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Maybe
sell
a
the
bone,
bag
is
of bones
calcium,
short.
it's a little bit hard.
I will never want to get in the way of Alexis, especially when
No.
she's showing that this recent heel attitude. So I think Yuki's in for a tough fight.
Yes.
I'm definitely I mean we will have the Sims watching, I'm pretty sure, but I think people will appreciate the wrestling in the ring as well.
Don't call people the Sims lah. These people
Fans.
they fans.
The fans, the fans,
They
yes.
just want to look at beautiful women. Who doesn't like to look at beautiful women? But this
Exactly.
beautiful woman, right, have skills, art, and they know what to do inside the ring. You know what I mean?
For sure. I mean,
Right.
it's an easy sell when I want to invite my friends to come over. I'm like, hey, great wrestling, beautiful woman, let's go.
Sure. Okay, let's talk about the main event then. Here we
Main
go.
event time.
Yes.
Wow.
We started talking about how you managed to get in Samuray Del Sol, aka the former Kalisto. So you got him versus the statement Andrew Tang. Oh boy, this is gonna be crazy. So how do you see this match going?
Oh man, this is gonna be one of the toughest challenge that I'll ever have in my life, lah. And I have so much respect for Samuray Del Sol that actually there's a very special commemorative T-shirt that I hope I can print in time. But the design is out. It's really good, like really good. Like I can show you guys a sample later on. It means a lot to me, lah, because I don't really wrestle too much of a lucha style.
Yeah.
I really want to challenge. I really want to challenge myself because I know, like a lot of people, like Carlo wrestled Samuray Del Sol before and say like his work rate is crazy and he still goes. And he's the thing is he wants to help groom talents as well.
Nice.
So like he'll be running special seminar for my SPW wrestlers as well, lah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Or any other wrestlers from other promotion who wants to learn from the best, lah, because he'll be teaching us the WWE style, WWE tryout stuff, and then he'll be giving match psychology and everything. Because like to be honest, right, the WWE psychology, right, is so different from the independent psychology. I've been talking to Dante. It's so different.
Of
Like
course.
Dante was saying like Mr. Young's thinking of wrestling is really the WWE style thinking. Like I really feel like ever since I came back from Japan as well, I learned so much. Like in the Tajiri style of wrestling is the WWE style of wrestling. Then what's the point? What's the point of doing 10,000 moves inside the match?
Yeah.
When it means nothing.
Yeah.
Right? The thing that I don't like it is like for example, you do one combo. Then it makes your first move look weak, right?
Yeah.
If you can use one first move to pin, then your move is stronger, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
People are doing the stuff just to look good.
Yeah.
But wrestling is not about looking good, and everything, right?
Yeah.
Everyone feels that the sport needs to be perfect. But if it's so perfect, right, it becomes a dance. It looks very choreographed.
Yeah.
You need to make it. You need to make it look gritty and real.
Gritty, yes, I like that word.
That's the important thing. Like, okay, let me tell you. Let me ask you guys. Trivia question. Sorry, deviate a little bit.
Sure.
Okay. Triple H, what are his two moves?
Well, pedigree.
High
I would
knee.
say
The high
high
knee.
knee.
Can't go. No, he's two big moves that you will remember him. Two main big moves. You remember him.
Main pedigree lah.
And
sledgehammer. No.
Okay, sledgehammer. Okay, sorry. Spinebuster, right?
Spinebuster.
Oh yeah. The
Spinebuster.
Arn Anderson Spinebuster, yes.
The Rock.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, simple enough. Come on.
Rock
People's
bottom.
elbow, rock bottom.
People's elbow, right?
Yeah.
Stone Cold Stunner, Luther
Stone
Express,
Cold
right?
Stunner,
Yeah. Luther
Luther Express, yeah.
Yeah.
Tajiri, what's his two moves? People remember him?
Oh, Tarantula.
Head kick.
Bust
A
off.
kick, right?
Yeah. Buster
And the
kick.
Miz, right?
Yeah.
And the Miz, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you watch Tajiri in ECW. He was moving like a crazy guy. Let me send you the Twitter link. He is mad. He is another level. He's damn lucha. Like really, his work rate is crazy.
Right.
But when he went to WWE, right?
Kept it simple.
He can wrestle like this, right? Now he's 52, right?
Yeah.
He's still wrestling the same style, slower, but he's still making money. He's still making money, right?
Yeah.
But what do people want to see him do? It's just his kick and his speed, right?
Exactly.
Nobody else cares. Nobody else cares about whatever the hell he does inside the match, right?
Yeah.
So it's about longevity, right?
Yeah.
It's about longevity, right?
Yeah.
So you just think about it. Like everyone is like, I want to do this, I want to do this. So what? Nobody gives a shit about what you do inside the match. They care about the end.
Yeah.
So Traxxas told me, this is what Traxxas told me, Dante told me. So, funny thing, last time Traxxas finishes the powerbomb, right? It's like spectacular, everybody boom, right? Boom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my finisher is like shower shot stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
But do you know what's Dante's finisher right now?
He used to do like the clip, like the Angel Garza's move.
No, now.
Is it
see, you're not following Dante's trend. Oh my god.
Oh no.
No, is it the chop?
Yes,
Yeah.
the double
Yes,
chop.
he's
chop, the
doing
double
the
chop.
double chop.
It's just a double chop,
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
a double chop, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he told me this story. He was a little bit upset, like saying, I want to do other stuff.
Uh.
Shawn Michaels told him.
Shawn Michaels, wow.
Shawn Michaels stopped him. Sir, just do whatever the fans want. Shawn Michaels, what people know about him. The tune up the band. Boom,
Yeah.
boom,
Twitchy
boom,
music.
boom, super kick, bam, full stop, up, highest peak reaction. Okay? So, my finisher right now. Yeah, uppercut. Boom. If you watch my Valor match where I hit the uppercut on Carlo, 1, 2, 3, the whole crowd erupted. So when you get that reaction,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what's crazy? All three of us are aligned. Like, I mean, Mr. Young for the longest time has been saying, his style. He no 1,000 flips, just all psychology, right, Mr. Young?
Yeah.
I know
I
that.
mean,
psychology, and also one more thing. So Traxler was telling me we were talking over,
Yeah.
I was after a few drinks, I was talking to him, emotional here and there. Traxler say, "Hey, Andrew, do you realize we are like Street Fighter characters? His finisher is a Hadouken, and I'm a Ryu and Ken."
Yeah. Wow. Street Fighter characters.
Oh.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
the
Right,
trademark, the
right,
memorable
yeah.
move, the building up of the anticipation to that move, to the pop, as opposed to
Yes.
1,000,001 spam
Yes.
moves. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So you need to know how to protect your character. Like
Yeah.
you need to protect your
I
character.
agree.
One thing that I really don't like is like like some people they don't understand like every like a lot of matches they like this form exchange.
Mr. Young, don't laugh.
Please, logically, okay. If Trickster, let's say I'm wrestling Trickster,
Yeah.
he does a form exchange to me, that he make me look weak.
Yeah,
of
Like,
course.
It makes no sense
Well,
for you to
but-
stand there and take it. Yeah.
He take me, hit me, I give him one hit, he fly.
Yeah.
I'm more meaningful, right?
Exactly.
It's not about bearing talent, it's about psychology.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
You
logic,
don't-
bro.
Don't do the sport just because you want to do the sport to look cool.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
My-
I feel a lot of things, a lot of wrestlers right now, they're just going, they're doing motions over emotions. You know what makes WWE
Emotions
special?
over
It's the emotions. It's the emotions,
Yep.
the feeling, the face, the intensity, the
Yep.
cheers. So that's how you can connect with the fans. That's what I feel.
Honestly, I love
100%.
that line. It's not just motions over emotion. Emotion is the thing that sells it.
I can tell this to everyone. I mean, I really don't care. I tell this to my students.
Yeah.
Some listen, some don't listen. For those listen, they're doing very well. But
Yeah.
everybody just wants to like do the thing. You got to make wrestling look real.
Yeah.
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 You know,
I-
you know it's predetermined, but you got to make it look real, especially like the stripes and every single thing. One thing I hate is that when people hit the stripes, I just don't like it when they it's very soft again. I just don't like it when they're hitting very, very soft because it look real, because especially when you fight outside, you gotta make it look as legit as possible, hard and
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fans can really feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, I also
So sorry, that I deviated a little bit. Yeah, so now we talk about Samuray Del Sol. I mean, yes.
Yes.
Yes, no problem. No, but I agree
Okay.
that some people might say like, I want to wrestle my style, which is doing all this like choreography per se. But I would argue that even if you're doing like a lucha style, there has to be a story being told within that lucha style. That's why people like Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero was so good, because they could have all this arsenal of high flying moves, but you were so into the match and the story that's being told, the jeopardy in the match. So definitely feel that should be a fundamental thing. Like before you do all those crazy moves, you need to be able to sell with one or two moves and tell the story.
Yeah.
Yes, precisely. Selling is so important. I don't see people selling. Seriously, I don't see people selling.
Yeah.
It's very, very technical.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking on that, like, how does someone like Samuray Del Sol, who is known for being a like lucha libre wrestler, doing all these high flying moves, what is the thing that he learned from WWE that he has incorporated so that he's not just all about flashy moves? How has he been able to dial it down to become a better wrestler in his style?
Yeah, I think last time in the independent scene also he does a lot of crazy stuff, but apparently like now, like in WWE, I think when he was in WWE, he find like what are the right moves to hit, and I think definitely like everyone who goes through the NXT Performance Center, they learn much more about psychology. WWE psychology is very, very different. But I mean, like seriously, like in wrestling, what I learned from CDK, it told me it's a case-to-case basis. So like for example, when I was wrestling in Japan or a shopping mall, or most recently like when I was wrestling a dormitory show, we just had a dormitory show, right? Like 2 days back.
Festival of Light show, right? Yeah.
Let me tell you, if you watch the live stream, it's so amazing. It was so amazing, that match. It brought tears to my eyes because every single match was solid and the reaction from the crowd was great.
Nice.
So I mean, good things are coming up for SPW. So maybe who knows, we might be even wrestling in the marquee,
Whoa, okay. Is this like a early tease of an announcement?
Yeah.
Wow, that would be amazing.
I don't know, sir. This is called connections and PR, lah, especially when you become a board with a statement and talk to the statement. And unless can say like maybe we might have a very, very big sponsor coming on board as well, lah.
All right.
My performance in the match, branding, marketing, whatever, lah. I'll do it. You tell me, I'll do it. I'll do it for the money, baby.
Yes.
Watch this space. Watch this space. Okay, so just to put a cap on it, this match, what is it you're most looking forward to in this match?
Just pushing myself to the limits, lah. I mean, like I said, I never really faced like a lucha wrestler guy, so I'm gonna try a different style of wrestling. Yeah. But I still wanna keep it simple, but I wanna tell a story. Just like I'm sorry, I give it a little bit like one of the best match I have this year was against Carlo Cannon. Like seriously, that match was. We didn't even do a lot of stuff. It's just simple, most simple to understand. But the emotions that the fans felt was amazing. Really?
Wow.
Really?
Okay. You definitely need to watch this on demand and see it as well. Well, speaking of which, right? Yeah.
Premier streaming network. I mean, like,
Yes.
I mean, maybe if you guys can help tell the fans to support us on Premier streaming network. I mean, we're supposed to like eventually we'll port all our old footages over to the Premier streaming network. Yeah, but just support us, man. It's just $9.99. You can watch Impact, you can watch MKW, you can watch so many different wrestling promotions on the show, and they even have like StarCast. StarCast is a huge event.
Wait, and you will have
It's only
all the matches from SPW's history as well in it as well. Or is it like just the
soon? He said soon. They will
right?
port those, but of course all the like current and upcoming events will be there.
Eventually, we'll port all the matches now.
Okay, that's great. So that means you're saying that the event will be recorded, then after that uploaded on the stream after that.
But eventually, maybe next year, I'm gonna try to do maybe a live stream. So basically on the day itself, you can just watch it live, lah. I mean, it's like a pay-per-view kind of thing, lah.
Awesome.
That would be awesome.
I mean, like, to be honest, this is cool, lah, because you put eyeballs on our product to like the international market or the American market, right?
Nice.
Ever since we came aboard Premier Streaming Network, I think probably that's how PWI got took notice of us as well.
I see.
That's what I feel. Yeah.
They're probably watching the product. From there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Okay. Just to wrap things up, I wanted to ask you one more thing. Because you were talking about Dante Chen recently, right? Can you tell me like what's your thoughts on his run in NXT so far? Where his role, his position? Because right now he's doing a lot of level up stuff. He's almost known as the gatekeeper, and they are teasing some potential partnership as well. What's your thoughts on his run so far?
I think he's good. He's doing well. I talk to him constantly time to time because the company trusts him to be the gatekeeper because he's good at selling. He's good at wrestling. So he told me what the best wrestlers like sell very well. I think he took a picture of Dolph Ziggler because Dolph Ziggler was saying about stuff. Previously, when he didn't sell so well, he took a lot of bookings. But when he sells well, everybody wants to work with him. And it's about working. And the thing about Dante Chen, like I say in wrestling, just listen to your coaches. Always ask for feedback. I just can't stand like wrestlers. They're just very contented watching their own matches and thinking like, wow, I'm cool, I'm good. Every single time when I look at a match, I say, hey, damn it, man, I don't feel happy when I watch the match. No, seriously, like, hey, I fuck up a spot. I don't like this shit, man. I'm fucking pissed with myself. I'll go backstage. I'll get very, very angry, because I want to critique myself to get better.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm always out there asking people for advice. I can ask from a fan. I can ask from, a senior wrestler as well. Why? From a fan perspective, if a fan can see or a casual fan can say, and the casual fan say, wow, this is good, this looks real, it means your job is done.
Yes.
If they say, oh, this is shit, like so fake, the job is wrong already, what?
Correct.
You get what I mean, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing is, a lot of wrestlers, they just want to live in their own comfort zone, their own zone. They think that they are good. This is very good. This is the right thing to do. And I see some matches. There's not even psychology. The thing is psychology.
Yeah.
Like I do my match structure. There's a psychology. Okay, they don't say it compared to WWE. Okay, NXT there's a structure when they do the match psychology. Okay. WWE, why no psychology? Traxxas was telling me, I was asking Traxxas was doing like skull session with all the other wrestlers.
Yeah.
because they are already stars. They
Yeah.
are really established, so they can do whatever they want. People will still love them.
Mhm.
But at the end, even though there's always like a basic structure to do a match, but the structure is sometimes a little bit different. But people want to see them, so they can do whatever they want.
Correct.
Okay.
They
You
already
get
have
what
the
I mean,
name
or-
value. The product is
The
there. already.
attraction,
Yeah,
the
attraction.
attraction.
is
Yeah,
there.
like seriously, like one thing I don't like is like sometimes I don't like the Japanese style wrestling and suddenly you hit a big move, then get down, another move.
Yeah.
It takes away the shit. Like what the fuck? Like I don't know. I've been seeing like some stuff like you take a rock bottom and then you get out and do another rock bottom, you get the
Yeah.
rock bottom. What is this? Your back is iron. No lah. The thing
Yeah.
you need to sell the back. You need
Correct.
to sell the back from the first start of the match to the end of the match, right? Like
Yeah.
seriously, right?
Yeah,
It's a
I agree.
strange sort of thing that I don't know if it started in New Japan.
Connection, that's right.
There you go.
No, we
Oh.
can see
Can you
you.
hear me?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you back. I don't know if it's a thing where it just started from
Wait,
Japan.
let me just try here. Alright.
Okay,
Okay, can you hear us?
You guys, I'll just wait for a while.
okay,
Yeah.
no worries. I think just reloading the Wi-Fi.
Oh man.
It's okay. We're almost wrapping up the interview, so it's fine.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry guys. Yeah.
no worries.
I hope,
No
I
worries.
hope, I hope you all can edit the parts.
Sure.
We'll do what we can. Yeah. What
so-
Yang you were saying?
No, I was just saying that it was just sort of became a thing. It got popularized in Japan, right? This whole style of I hit you with my finisher, you kick out, then finisher. They trade finishers back and forth. I don't know, man. We talk about cheapening moves, right? Like at some point it becomes completely unbelievable. Like you're saying, like, how come you can kick out of a rock bottom like so easily, and then you can do your finisher to me, and then I can kick out of that? You know, like. I never enjoyed that style of match because it takes me out of the realness of what wrestling is, right? And pro wrestling is the exhibition of a fight.
Yeah, it's real. No, pro wrestling should be real and gritty.
Yes.
Real
yes.
and gritty.
Yeah.
and-
I agree.
And I've always brought up this point, like in a world where now UFC or mixed martial arts is a thing, people know what real looks like, quote unquote, right? It's not jumping off. Like obviously, yeah, we want to see the spectacular moves, but it's not like doing 10,000 Canadian destroyers, for example. That is the biggest, like the worst thing I've ever
Yeah.
seen. People
In this-
training
in this
together.
last year.
Yeah. Canadian destroyer after Canadian destroyer, and then I do two to you, you do two to me. Like, hey, come on, what is this? What are we even watching anymore?
I think the biggest issue in this, like especially last decade, to me is the cheapening of the super kick. I think
Yeah.
to me that's the thing that pisses me off because I love Shawn Michaels, and
Yeah.
I remember when one switchy music would end a match,
That's
and
it.
like it's a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but people are trading too many super kicks. So yeah, I really hated that.
I mean-
that happening.
I don't hate it as much as like it's an evolution of the business. Like, you know, the DDT used to be the move that would end the match. Jake the Snake Roberts, right? That's it.
Yep.
Now DDT is a regular move. So I can accept that the super kick is a regular move, but don't go and elevate it to a point where a Canadian destroyer is a regular move.
regular
That's
move, because it's
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's nonsense already.
A Canadian destroyer should be a finisher. You're dead and you're
Yeah.
then you're back,
Yeah.
you'll die.
That he gone, finished. Like, how are you doing
it should
4 in a
only
row?
be used. It should only be used one time in a match and
Yeah,
spectacular.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Agreed.
There you go. Anyway, rant aside, we can't wait. We can't wait to catch the event. Of course, if you haven't, are there still tickets available? By the way, for those who are
Yeah,
watching.
very few
few?
tickets. Very few tickets. Yeah.
There you go.
It's
This
really- I
Friday
think
night.
it's 90% sold already. But okay,
Ah.
I just want to let the fans know that I've yet to launch this yet, but I'm going to launch it soon. So there's a special meet and greet lah, because every year I'll do it for the anniversary. So I think it's
Nice.
like 1 hour before, 1.5 hours before the event.
Oh,
So
okay.
limited to the first 20 fans. So basically, they get a chance to like have a 5-minute session with like Samurai Del Sol. There's 2 meet and greets, like one with Samurai Del Sol and one with Yuki Kamifukula. So inside that, they will get a free Polaroid picture and a signed autograph card, and then they can talk to them, interact them with for 5 minutes, and you can give them to sign whatever stuff they want to sign.
Nice,
Awesome.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so the price range is about 190, but I think it's worth it because the thing is you're paying time to personally sit down and talk to the wrestler, face to face.
Yeah. I think that's worthwhile for sure.
Yeah, check out SPW Wrestling on Instagram and all their social media. Of course, you will release the information there, lah, I assume.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
there you go.
I mean, we'll definitely promote it as well on our Discord. Yeah, Mr.
Yes. Viva La Lucha is this Friday,
Viva
Fu Chao
La
Building.
Lucha.
Get your tickets if you haven't already. Samuray Del Sol. Huge debut, actually. His first time in Singapore also.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will definitely do my best now to cement my legacy and to test myself whether I'm good enough for the greatest luchador of all time. That's what he calls himself, the GLOAT. The GLOAT.
Gloat.
Greatest
Greatest
Lucha.
lucha of all time.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Okay, that's smart. I love it.
Statement, Andrew, thank you so much for spending your Sunday morning with us. We really, really appreciate your time. As always, good to chat with you.
Thank you so much, guys. Really, thanks for this opportunity, man. It's been a while since we chat, and I just wanted to share and preview about Viva La Lucha.
Let me see you try.